Alright. So let's say I am ready for the recap if everybody else is ready to get started.
Good.
You do my...
Lever crunk.
Well, if it'll load. 230. What do you mean 230? No, just 30. 230. What do you mean 230? No, just 30. 230. What do you mean 230? Okay, I believe everything is working. Minimize that. Kinku.
Like every time I completely forget that we have soundboards until Colton does something.
That was the only.
I just can't be
I
bothered
was
to
like, I
set
don't
one
have a
up.
duck soundboard. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I do it, but I can't be bothered. Okay, yeah, recap song.
Huh?
Hit us with it.
Alright, well, last time we left off on the Hab, about half of the party was working on Normality in the chamber, trying to expedite that, and an experiment that the magician was trying. Seems most of everybody else was in the med bay. And then Maxon had just spoken to Hammer about Hammer needing a pilot to go meet with someone to deliver a message. Okay, yeah, I believe that was everything. So we will pick up. Let's pick up in the med bay. I believe Stone would have just been walking in as he was looking for tranquilizers of some kind.
Ooh, my secret
then,
weapon.
And then I can't remember what Rudy and Serena were doing.
Serena is standing over Rudy. If he wants, I know Rudy's going through things. If it's within his purview, you may make an insight check, but it's not important.
I'll make an insight check. Fuck it.
Might as well.
Better to be told than
It's
to
narrative intrigue.
miss the opportunity. I'll make an
What?
insight check for some narrative intrigue.
With the Dot Green also being there, she'll make an insight check as well.
Nice.
Like epic. I mean, actually, I've been waiting this whole time, but I'm not prepared with any of my dice.
Same, I'm also pulling mine out. I just realized I was like, God damn it, I was playing football, so I
Oh yeah,
my dice
pulled
out.
I just pulled mine out and rolled it as you were like, I heard insight roll. I was like, I have an NPC.
Yeah, you guys were
there.
playing
They can
Terraria.
roll.
I was beating the brakes off of Newcastle United.
Fucking football and Terraria and watching the deep lore of old
Bro,
campaigns.
I haven't played Terraria in ages, dude. I need to play Terraria.
No, that's what the Dragon Ball mod we were testing out.
Ooh, I also need to play Wizard Legend. I haven't played that in a minute either.
Alright.
All right, commercial break over. Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
I got a 17.
Let's see. What would I?
That's crazy. I also got a 17.
That's
Makes
crazy.
sense. It
I'm
makes
rolling,
sense.
I'm rolling a deception, and I'm saying this out loud because it's not that she's trying to deceive you. It's more that she's just like, and she's also not trying to hide it. She's just not talking about it.
Yeah, she's being
She's not good at that.
nonverbal, and you're just kind of having
Fucking
to
hell.
decipher what she's doing.
Yeah, she's just kind of
Non-verbal, and you just have like, you don't really like, you're not really displaying an emotion that says I'm hiding something or I'm not trying to say something.
Her charisma's not good, and that is a 13. I'm betting. Where's my deception? Up at the top. Yeah, 13.
Okay, so they both caught that.
So, again, just minor intrigue. She's nervous about something.
Everything good, Ren?
It kind of catches her like she was like thinking about something else, and she says, "What?
Are you all right?
just,
You look worse for wear than I do right now.
a little nervous, is all.
What about?
I mean, well, you have Crane in your head doing things. She's lying. Partially.
Doc Green has just kind of looked up at Serena and hasn't really said anything. But her eyes have just kind of narrowed. I was about to say, Serena, if you're paying any attention to Doc Green, you would immediately feel yourself being studied.
I'd say
That is
Doc Green at
very
least
strange
knows. Doc Green, and everybody knows exactly like kind of the verbiage, which is not a word, that the magician used about doing this time thing, and he sounded very uncertain, very uncertain, and also she is partially telling the truth in that she is worried about Rudy, but it's also the magician and this like experiment, because he kept saying how experimental it was and that he's never tried it and he doesn't know what's going to happen.
You know, I would feel flattered that you're worried about me in some capacity, but that doesn't look like that's all that's on your mind. If you want, you can tell us. I mean, I got nothing but time. I have a feeling I'm going to be sitting in here until this motherfucker in my head goes away.
I don't really know. Just, you know, don't want to lose any more allies. We just put 3 of them to hopefully walk out with 4 on TILDAS. And I'm just a little nervous that they might not be here soon. You know, time dilation and things like that. It's, I'll also share, that's most of it, kind of. She's not lying.
Rudy's not looking to just keep crying. So
I think, Rudy, this might be the other end and a secondary piece to the puzzle given to you by Alex briefly the last time you talked to him. That split moment before you guys tried to sneak off. Kind of the last thing you guys really talked to each other about.
Knowing what I know of who we sent into the TILDAS, I'm sure they'll figure something out about the time shit. Whatever the hell experiment he's doing, I'm sure they'll come out just fine. Hell, they'll have help with it.
Doc Green has kind of walked around the cot from where she was checking over Rudy and doing some tests, and over to Serena, and kind of looks to her. I'm sure that he knows what he is doing, at least to some extent.
It doesn't help that he lies all the time.
Yeah, well, he at least admitted it was experimental, so I'm sure he'll figure it out. He knows there's going to be some sort of risk, but I don't think he's would fully do it if it was completely dangerous or going to kill him.
She says that and she looks at Doc Green. Experimental. Where's Alex's
Doc
helmet?
Green look. She kind of looks around.
Alex is what now?
His helmet that you used to free my mind.
Free your... Okay, that was before me. So you're gonna have to... What did this helmet do? Free your mind?
Doc Green has kind of stepped away and began digging around.
Frankly, I don't know what it did. I know that I came out remembering some particularly important dreams, and I was no longer under the control of the thing inside my head anymore. That thing being non-material, more programming. And I'm wondering what kind of effect it might have on you.
I will say around this point would be when you would have walked in, Stone. So you would have entered as Doc Green would be off over here in the corner looking through various medical supplies, and you would have heard the tail end of Serena and Rudy's conversation discussing Alex's helmet.
Guess it
Okay.
would be genetic programming.
Am I interrupting something?
Not really. I guess something's about to be done to me since I'm unstable.
Hmm. Well, that's about time.
Just to simply
Thanks,
say Alex's
man.
helmet out of
Who are you
context is
again?
hilarious. We're talking about Alex's helmet. Is
What
what?
about it?
Well, it might help if you heard over the radio this morning his particular issue. You know, the stuff in his head.
I see.
It may be able to help him and get rid of the problem. Maybe give him some grasp of strength over old Reese Crane in his head.
I see. In other words, try to eradicate the last remaining tumor.
Or whatever is
Essentially,
growing.
He tries to rule over fear, but I don't really fear him because it's in my head, and I know that at least. But still, I don't like having my body forcibly taken from me. That's got to be a side effect from boarding a room with several people. If you know
It
what I mean.
almost feels like the tumor is a sort of broadcasting receptor. Not that it
I
is,
see.
but like it seems to feel that way. The best explanation I
need to
can
go
think
on-
of.
Maybe I just need to go into the knife again.
Well,
Not
this
green,
is
uh,
less
That
knife.
might be unwise.
This is like.
She walks up holding the helmet as you are all talking. kind
Did
of
you go
looking over.
into the magician's dream room yet?
Oh, me?
Yes.
No.
This is a bit like that. The rest, I don't know. There's a hole in terms of happenings there. I know stuff happened when I was in the helmet, but I do not know what happened. I just know that I have some memories, and they are my memories, my dreams. Kind of brought them like fresh dreams. Like, oh, I had those dreams last night. You know, I liked those dreams. It's like that.
Strange.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like I know something happened and like I did something, or existed in a place, but I don't. Beyond that, I do not know. So take that with you. It may give you a measure of control over his screen. I don't know. Could help.
Doc Green walks over to you, Serena, and hands you Alex's helmet. If you could get him ready, prepare this as well. But she looks over to you, Stone, after she hands the helmet off to Serena and Rudy. Is there something you need?
When you have time, I would like to borrow some tranquilizers. Strength shouldn't really matter, I hope.
That's how much I can
Don't wander too far, big man. I might need you to sit on him just in case.
Well, don't.
Easier than
count
trying
on
to
it.
hold him.
You can just
There
strap
seems
me
to be
down,
a creature that looks remarkably similar to me following the vehicle.
Oh,
Do you need a particular delivery for the tranquilizer? Syringe? You intend to?
I
Be
tend
used-
to shoot it.
And if you will give me a few hours, maybe the night, I could probably.
If not,
some
I should
syringes
be able
together.
to physically handle it if you can give me a syringe quickly. Whichever's faster, I believe.
See if I can
see about that.
get you a few that can be shot out of a dart gun, and then maybe one to be used in a syringe.
Good.
Yes, if you will give me
Rather
the
not
night, I can get that.
start with. If I did, then I don't know if I can run or how far I can track it. So firearm is probably the best way to go for this. Thank you for your time. I will leave you
course.
guys to your tending of cancer. See you later.
Don't wander too
I
far.
appreciate the good word. Yeah. Good luck on your preparations for.
Don't settle
Beating
into
up
your
the-
chair too deeply.
I will let you know when your supplies are ready, Stone.
Much obliged.
He very quickly takes down Serena. You can kind of see over her shoulder. She just quickly makes notes of what she needs to for the tranquilizers, the appropriate glassware, syringes, and then just moves it aside and begins to come over here. I do not remember exactly how this helmet works. Did we just place it on again? I'm gonna roll for her since Doc Green was Alex kind of
History
walked everybody
check.
through it the first time.
I have a feeling you're the only one who would
History
remember.
check.
Because
I
from
do.
what I'm hearing, this helmet was put on the one that's. I'm gonna put it on me, and
It's
I
a
wasn't
little.
here.
It's a little crazy. I've been sitting here while you were talking to Stone. I was just remarking it to myself in my head. The craziness of the reverse roles.
Yes, give him the Magneto helmet.
Yeah, but I'm not
As-
fighting, kicking, and screaming
As
like a toddler misbehaving, shooting a gun into the roof.
It'll be
um, after a moment, Doc Green takes the helmet back from you, Serena. Kind of looks it over.
Oh, I have to have my aura activated. I heard him
Flips a few switches on the side.
get it back.
Is there anything that you
Yeah.
need
It's
to
not
do or that you would like to take care of before we do this? I don't know how long it will take.
How long did it take me?
I believe above table. I believe in game it took
It was like all night.
Serena.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like it was about the whole night.
I think I'm fine. I think
So it'll
I've
be like
mostly taken
evening
care of
time?
Everything.
If it goes about the same.
Yeah, it would be about the.
Yeah.
It would be about the evening, like sundown.
Just stick it on me. I think I've taken care of everything. You better get this out of the way.
Before
I
that,
was
she
gonna
like,
help with the pods, but I don't think I'll be able to do that.
we've
Gotta
got
get
that.
You got it. You sure?
You clip that
I-
weed in your head. And she'll like reach up and shake your hand. Not the like formal handshake, but like, I made everyone, distance everyone from me under my programming last time, and I didn't, no one would have probably wanted to extend this kind of kindness to me, so I will extend it to you. And she like holds her hand out to you.
So now, yeah, I have a similar sense since I had all those. I don't feel all that pain I felt before, so I feel more open as well. He takes her hand.
And she just like squeezes it, smacks the back of it, and she says, "Good luck. And be careful."
I'm gonna kick his fucking ass. What are you doing? You think I'm gonna be careful? This is my head, not
She
his.
walks around like the other side of the table. She kind of gives you a quick smack on the forehead and like pats your face twice and picks up a chair. Sits down in the corner of the room.
And
Light
Doc
me
Green
up,
just
Doc.
looks to you, Rudy. She just says, "Stay back, arms at your side,
Yes, ma'am.
slow breaths." And after a moment, she slides the helmet down, and you feel it. You feel it begin to whir and click into place, and then there seems to be like a booting up across your eye, like your vision, like a HUD booting up, and then there's just a bright white flash. And we will pick up with Rudy here in a moment. That's what Serena and Doc Green would see is Rudy kind of setting his head up to get to attach the helmet and allow it to connect around his face, and then just him kind of slowly and peacefully laying back, and the lights on the helmet would come on as he just laid there and just peacefully. Seems like he was just peacefully sleeping. And after checking on him for a moment, Doc Green would begin to work on the tranquilizers. And is Serena just going to watch over Rudy?
Yeah, she's just going to sit there and worry.
Okay. Then we will... what is Maxon doing, and where would Stone be going after this?
I already took off.
Oh yeah, you're in the air.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Stone would probably be going down to the armory to maybe... Oh, he already has a firearm, doesn't he? I picked one up before. I actually have a firearm. I forgot I did.
You would need... You would need the... there is a specific gun for firing, like, darts. There is one on board, so you would have to go to the armory and get it.
I figured as much. Alright, that's probably what he's doing then.
Okay. And then... we will jump over to Maxon in a second then. And then let's move over to inside of TILDAS, to the pod, where everybody is. Because we had started the acceleration, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So currently, the magician is the only one feeling the effects of time, as he's like directly affecting the pod. And I did do that backwards in my description last week, but it works out, and then this is how. So Colton and Kyle, when I explained that, like, oh, I accidentally reversed, how the time dilation would be working, and that he would actually be going really, really fast. He is going really slow. He's deliberately making himself go slow, because if he doesn't, he'll experience a full however many days passing and not using the bathroom and eating and whatever else. So 20 intelligence at work. So he's slowed the time specifically for himself, but everything else, in my imagination, I think the three of them shifted to be around the pod as that little, like, they did that thing with their hands. And so that's happening while the three magicians are also moving really slowly.
And I will say that the Curator is sitting behind the magician doing this on the ground with some tools set out, with what looks like a set of strange tuning fork looking devices, and every once in a while he's just monitoring the different versions of the magician doing this. Every once in a while, when he sees one like flicker or wince, he just kind of lightly taps one of the tuning forks and lets it ring for a moment. And he seems to also be flicking dials and other things.
So what exactly is that supposed to be accomplishing, that tuning fork you got there?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the TILDAS music.
The Curator he looks over, keeps temporal fields aligned, monitors them, records them, things of that nature. Make sure we have no discrepancies, bad reverberances, paradoxes. Any manipulation of time should be tightly monitored. He says that he just continuously twisting a knob, pushing a button, playing one of the forks.
Crane's just shaking his head, barely taking any of this in. Rocket scientist explaining it to a technician.
No, hold on. I will roll perception to see if the curator like notices.
He's just like
notices the eyes glazing over.
Yeah, just shaking his head, nodding, like,
That's a nat 20, so
Yeah, see,
the curator
as you
just
see,
looks.
time is a flat curve, and as it curves on, and the pressures of gravity continue to, and then he's just.
he's just he probably would
just
stop
very slowly
talking,
just-
and then he's just still staring. Crane's still staring at Pod.
It's just
That's
this.
1,000-yard stare.
So he rolled a nat 20, so about he started explaining, and once he realizes that, he just stops and just says, I gotta keep an eye on the timeline, or else everything's gonna go. And he just makes an explosion and then an implosion gesture with his hands, and just kind of does that back and forth 2 or 3 times.
Followed by some incomprehensible gestures of like.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when you put it like that, I can understand the stakes here.
Shit gets
Then
freaky.
he. But yeah, and then did you say Revian was just continued to monitor the pod as well?
Haven't done that in a while.
He said,
Hey.
well,
That wasn't me that time.
We know
I
who's
said it
mentally
because we used
prepping
it
for
for
next
Terraria.
campaign.
I know that it's not. I'm glad I know I'm not
Passed
the
it
only
from
one.
Terraria, yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Because
That is so funny.
it's because the names sound close to each other. That's why.
They do. I do believe I had
Raziel.
tried to make my way back to the
Oh, yeah.
the
he had left.
crafting table that was in the
Oh,
Yeah,
TILDAS.
yeah.
That's why I had
You
been
were-
talking, because I wasn't in the room while y'all were doing that stuff.
Because you were disassembling them, heavy machine. gun and then
Yeah, I
putting it in
was
the bag of
doing.
Yeah.
How's that going on? Werewolf versus a dragon.
S.A. Crane just like, after hearing his explanation, oh, well, you mess with that and make sure timeline don't go boom. This pod's looking fine. Tubes are handling well. Fluid's good. Pressure's
At
gauge
first
is
I was
good.
called Imperial Evolution.
I'm gonna go check on Blue Man in there and see what he's doing.
Just to mock it.
And Crane goes off to wherever Raziel went.
140.
Which would be interesting, because he doesn't know much about TILDAS and wouldn't know the exact room I was in.
Yeah, he's just like walking in the direction that he possibly went. Just like, okay, I think it was this way.
I had enough of an explanation before that I know how I knew enough how to find my room.
Roll a D100.
Target.
Yay!
And tell me what you're thinking about.
Thinking of
Is
trying
your
to find Raziel.
Is finding Raziel truly your top priority, or would you rather be doing something else? Be honest.
Trying to find Raziel would be just his. He isn't really thinking of anything else this moment because it was like.
So I'm asking in
check
the
and
sense
make
of
sure
like, he's
Pod
not
is-
like secretly wishing he just had some alcohol, or could be somewhere else.
No.
That's okay. Just digging into the
Not
psyche
a-
here.
yeah.
Just checking.
At this time, no. He's like, he was just like, all right, Pod's good. I'm kind of curious what that fucking one dude is doing. And he's just like looking around.
On my
Oh,
blue man,
is he that
simple
one dude?
as.
To Crane? Does he think of him by name, or does he have to remember him?
I think he knows Raziel's name. Does he know Raziel's name?
Well, I'm sure he knows it, but I mean,
Raz-
like, does he think of him that way? Does he? Are we still acquaintance and such that he just goes like, yeah, the one guy with the wrenches,
That's,
and the
that is a good
the
question.
robots.
Probably, yeah. That, like I said, that blue dude. I did say I'm gonna go find out where that blue dude went. So
Yeah.
So what was the D100 roll?
43.
43. Okay. So let's find out where you end up. Let's see.
A room full of smoking hot babes.
Okay, so
He found his brothel.
that could have been fun. That could have been fun, but you did open a door to a small, a room similar to the room you were put in for drinking at one point, but slightly better over to one side where there's a small workstation, and the blue guy is sitting at it.
I do want to weigh in with one joke. If he did like walk into a room that was a brothel, it would be full of very beautiful women, but they'd all have the magician's face.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
That's freaking hilarious.
They would be the tower's cat. The cat that. Oh.
You said the blue guy, and I was going to have you speak to a planetar.
Yep. That's what I'm using.
I'm not kidding. You were about to walk on like a small bridge into darkness, into the astral plane that branches off of TILDAS, and then speak with some kind of planetar or something.
Be not afraid.
You're not afraid. So I do. So you say I see the blue guy. Is it in fact?
It is in
I look
fact the
in.
blue guy you were looking for.
6.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Just knock on the wall. Raziel.
I've been over the table, disassembling some stuff. I glance over my shoulder and I go, "Yeah, what's up?"
Oh, thank God. If I was afraid I'd find the wrong room. I was just curious what you were doing. I checked on the pod and it's all fine. I figured I'd have a little bit of a walk around.
I'd probably be on the second one by this point because I was working on them before we went into TILDAS. You would probably see the parts of 2 heavy machine guns spread out on the table.
What you got going on here?
Your clone brother, I guess,
Something like
would be a good way to say it.
something like that.
Your
Rudy,
little brother.
whatever.
Picked up
Little
a
bro.
gun.
Brother from another vat.
Brother.
Brothers from another vat, yeah.
Batter from another batter.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Rudy was somehow overcome with a previous personality and was being forced to pick up a gun that we had recently stocked on. And considering what happened the last time that gun was put in his hand, I don't want that to ever happen again. So I took every one of them we had back on the hab, and I have disassembled them. I'm debating on whether or not to completely destroy the parts or reuse them as something completely different.
I'd say you're using.
I have a quick question for Mercenary Crane. Has he met any other... How much time has he spent with
I
other
can get up
clones?
the vision anytime. I just can't get.
Well, he grew up in a vault full of them for about 24 years.
Alright. Then the minute you hear this story, you would immediately think back to your childhood
I already
in that
have
vault.
Eagle.
And how the leaders, who are also clones, always talked about some mysterious serum, some kind of medicine, something like that, and they always had this strange small little lockbox in the office that they kept. And you know that one day, one of the leaders of the vault had to be killed because he went on a rampage with a heavy machine gun.
Besides Premiums.
And after that, that lockbox was gone.
This is interesting. I've heard
And it
this
sounds
before.
eerily familiar.
There was a similar incident back in my vault. One of the higher up, one of the leaders. They had this lockbox that had some sort of serum in it that I guess he took and sent him on a rampage. Machine gun. Very similar incident. I'm wondering if that's in every single vault, and if it's making me think, did Crane...
You said serum, didn't you?
Yeah,
Damn it.
serum.
He's injected himself with a serum. It's been a few weeks now,
Okay, so
or a
that
week
is
or two
making me
now.
think.
So,
That serum must have prime Crane DNA trying to take over the body, but
that was the
But why?
explanation given to us.
how? Is it actually Crane himself, or is it like another clone subconsciousness
Well,
being implemented into.
I was about to say the tumor wasn't created then, and we were able to remove the tumor, but it may be regrowing itself. And then
Might
that
not
was
even
about
be the
all I got.
original crane.
I will say above table, just like for lore reasons. That serum, it's almost like a genetic. It's almost like a perfect copy of Crane's like consciousness, preserved in like a genetic template, and once it's added to any organic matter, it will slowly convert it to Reese Crane, living or dead.
Usually,
It's not even the original motherfucker himself. Where the fuck is he at? Why is he? This still benefits him in no way, shape, or form because he's still gonna die. But there's a copy of him.
He would also remember some of the stuff that the magician has said about Reese Crane. Well, actually, no, I think I told Crane some of that, but there's certain things, comments that he's made to Raziel, by the way, about Reese Crane. In that last time that happened, when we were staring into the eyes of, well, Reese Crane.
Who's that to? Can you go put her food and water on the floor so she doesn't...
One of them being the fact that he's dying.
3 amigos.
But I think we've already told Crane that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I will say, I remember you guys caught Crane up. He knows that OG, original bad guy Reese Crane, is on the run from the dwarfs, aging rapidly and dying, and looking for a body to take over and continue going on.
You know what? That is reminding me. I think Rudy gave me this, and he pulls out. And Crane's gonna pull out that data pad that Rudy grabbed from.
I will instantly
HQ.
grab that from your hand to try and.
Yeah, he hands it to Raziel. I need you to take a look at this. I'll read up on it. Give me something to do while you play fucking chess with Magician. Give me something to look at and see if I can find any important information. There may be more stuff on vaults there, I'm hoping. Hopefully some excerpts, but I have no clue.
Can I make a roll to get this up and running?
You don't need to roll. The minute you try to activate it, it gives you a... actually, it doesn't even give you, like, a dead battery sign. It just doesn't come on.
It might need a charge. I don't know if it's broken, so have at it.
Would I be able to inspect this and try and find out what's wrong?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll go ahead and tell you. You can tell that just from looking at it, all the dust and everything it has on it, it's probably just like so dead it's not like going to respond to anything. But if you do want to like try and crack it open, I will say trying to crack it open may damage it, but you do have very high tool rolls, so it's whatever you want to do. If you want to just try and charge it, or if you want to disassemble it and see how it looks on the inside.
Try not to
Do I
break it.
have access to a charger that would fit it?
Can you pull a wire out of one of your bots and just plug it in?
No, it's
I would
actually
say that
it's actually the old iPhone charger.
yeah, it's the wide one.
OG.
We have the boys on.
Fuck, this ain't even
I will
Type C.
That's not the
This
not
isn't
the
even a
iPhone.
micro.
That's not the iPhone. That's the Wii phone.
It's an iPod Touch
No,
charger.
Wii? What do you mean Wii?
Yeah.
Nintendo Wii?
This is a printer
I will
cable charger.
say-
Fucking.
I would assume that TILDAS, most technology on Irmos is pretty universal, and
Would TILDAS respond to me and spawn a cable?
either
that
that or
would
I feel like it
activate
would
it.
have a cable that would work. After you looked for a while, you would find something that you could hook it up to.
Then I'd try and charge it before I tried to disassemble it.
As you,
Well,
we'll say, after you find a place to plug it in, you see that it does begin to charge.
Oh, yeah, it's right. That's no
And
problem.
the screen boots up. The screen boots up, but it's still not unlocking. It's still needs to charge a bit more before it will come back on.
What's your count?
Leave it
Once
with
you
me
make
for a little while, and I'll make sure I can get it open.
Sounds good. Just give it the once over. Bring it back to me. I'll be near the pod. But first, I'm going to see if I can find that bar again.
Oh, sorry, Jason. I didn't mean to.
And Crane leaves to go look for the bar.
Bar
he was
hopping.
thrown into.
1,555.
The last time he was in the TILDAS.
With the weird feeling you get right before you walked into a room in TILDAS, you already know the intention of finding the small sort of, I guess, drinking room, so it appears before you with no effort. Or should I say minimal effort?
Crane will hang out in there for a little bit, just sit down.
And that
Glass
cherry
of,
wine appears in front of you again, with that label that says Port Worthless. Port Worthless finest. Actually, hang on. This is the first time I haven't... Hang on, I need my notes, because it would actually... I need to tell you what the label says, and that actually... It matters, okay?
It matters. It matters to me.
It would be... I'll come... I'll say it in a minute. I gotta find it.
So yeah, Crane will pour himself a glass of cherry rum on the rocks. While he just sits there thinking.
Okay. Then Maxon, as you have taken off from the Hab, I will let you move your ship half a square, and I believe I placed the rendezvous point here.
I'm looking. Okay.
So, if you want to move about half a square,
It's the harvest.
may have put them a little too close together.
Totally. Yeah, totally. He used like his maximum strength to pick up the whole hab and the harvest too. And he's now
He
just
picks it up
carrying
and just
it
starts
the whole
walking.
way.
Yeah.
I consume a can of spinach.
And yeah, I will say as you are flying, you see the coordinates that camera placed into your systems blinking in that direction, and as you begin to fly over, you see a small town just bordering the slaglands as you begin to fly.
I blame you, Colton. Did you know that they actually made a sheet for Popeye?
Yeah, I saw. I've seen it too.
If he eats spinach, his strength goes straight to 66.
60.
That's funny.
Or 60 or something like that. He's got a natural strength of 20, but the instant or like 10 or something like that, or something, I don't know, but the instant he eats spinach, it immediately sets it for a certain amount of time to like 60 strength.
It's hilarious.
That
Sorry.
is
But yeah.
hilarious.
Maxon's going to he's gonna somewhat take like a little bit of a left into towards where the city is, and then
Hola, Jason.
he pushes a little button, and then right near the bottom there's a little what are they called? Like a little bit of a landing gear that comes down, and he's gonna come into land in the little town.
Quovor Cherry Rum. That's the name of the company. Is the Quovor family. Quovor family Cherry Rum.
How much did
Hell yeah.
how much money do I have on me?
I'd say that like I don't know. I guess
I don't know how much I have now, because whatever I had I gave to you guys when we all chipped in together when we basically bought the entirety of that store.
I don't remember how much you all have collectively, but I'm sure if you wanted to take some before your flight,
I was about to say, we still had some left over from that store raid.
I'll
the
say that
supplies?
you had.
Talking about supplies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we bought a fuck ton of stuff. We bought double of everything. Like we bought stuff and then they doubled it. So.
Yeah, but we still had money left.
Oh, we're talking about money.
Yeah, how much money
Yeah,
do you
that was
guys?
a lot.
How
That
much
was-
money do you guys have currently?
I think you said on that one data stick there was like 5K left still or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah,
We spent a solid chunk of it though. I think we spent like 8,000 or something.
We spent a
I'll
lot, but we were
say-
given a lot.
We were given
I'll
like
s-
30,000.
Yeah, you were given a lot.
That's why I
I'll
said
say
we had
that,
a good
Maxon,
chunk
if
left.
you want to take like maybe 3K credits
Okay.
on like a stick or something like that, because like I will say, coming into this town, you see it is very, very small. Almost every house here has a fenced yard where someone is raising some kind of livestock. There's just there's a general store that is also the barber, that is also the doctor.
That's actually fun.
And also the soda bar and also the
Accurate.
general store and also.
So the regional
The guy that
bloodletting
runs the
service.
corner is also the veterinarian.
He's
But yeah,
multi-talented.
did you land in the middle of this town or did you land on the outskirts?
Right outside.
Okay. All right. I'll say that as you land down, you see looks like a young human girl out tending what seems to. They look to be the size of sheep, but they don't look like sheep. Maxon, you're not. They're like sheep-sized lizards with hooves and also like sails, like a Spinosaurus or a Dimetrodon. But they seem to be running around and playing with her.
13,246. Sorry.
Okay. And Maxon took 3,000 with him to this little town. But yeah,
Keep track of your 3K. I'm marking it off.
as you land and do you do anything before you get out, or do you just open and disembark immediately?
I'm just gonna go ahead and send out a little what's it called? Not an SOS, more of just like a signal that kind of lets everyone back at the hab know where I am. So
Okay, well, yeah, as you land, we'll say that a little beacon kind of rises up from the top of your ship from one of the modifications Hammer made, and you just see a slight, faint kind of gold beeping coming from the end of the light.
remember, guys, when you go out, make sure at least one person knows where you will be.
Tatooine, what in blazes is he doing there? That's all I can think about.
And I will.
Also, remember, everybody by this point probably has the pouch that has a connection to where our meds are at.
Yes,
Oh.
you
So if
all
something
have,
goes wrong, reach
yes,
into that fucking pouch. All
and pull.
of our healing stuff is in the pouch together. We all have access to it through the pouches.
I know you didn't describe the way they look, but since it's like specifically the magical bag of healing supplies, I like the idea that it's just a little pouch with a little medic cross on it that everybody just has for some reason.
More or
That
less,
is
that was
actually
more or
pretty
less
cool.
the plan. Because I used the leather from the worm, some of the spare leather from the worm,
Hell yeah.
and just made 5 identical pouches.
Sweet. But yeah, after you land, and I will say, Maxon, as you flew out, the hab turned all of its weapons to face in your direction. And there are also, I think there are 3 signal grenades on your ship.
I think
Nice.
I used one of them, so I have 2.
On your
Hammer
ship
put-
specifically,
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
not on your
Hammer-
person. You used one on your person the other day.
No, yeah, Hammer. I was gonna say you also noticed that Hammer put like there's rations in here. There's the radio that's already in your ship. There's a backup radio. There's like a small water filtration system. There's a haz suit.
He stalked your ass. He didn't want any issues.
Rubber? T-Rex?
But yeah, as you touch down and the beacon goes up and you see it, you turn around and you see. It's funny. The little girl seems kind of in awe and a little scared, and all of the strange lizard animals have all kind of like formed like a little circle around her, and they seem to be hissing at you.
I'm just gonna Maxon. He notices how they're responding to him, and he's gonna get out and just kind of. He's just gonna put his hands up a little bit in like a calming motion, and just kind of take a little bit of a step back.
She kind of she starts to kind of look over the sails and kind of push them out of the way. And when she pushes them out of the way, they stop hissing and kind of just go back to doing what they were doing. And she just kind of walks up, looks at your ship, and then looks at you. Where are you from? So she's just kind of just staring at the ship.
Me?
Maxon's thinking to himself, "Okay, good, so they understand me. I'm from
I'll probably sleep the majority of the next 2 days.
So he looks to her and tells her, I'm from a place that's further up."
Yeah, she's just looking over your ship more, and then she kind of looks over to you. And she just kind of she doesn't say anything for a moment, and she just kind of wipes some dirt off of her face. So, you fall from the sky like some of the others?
Others? This immediately gets his attention.
Yeah. She just kind of points up, kind of straightens her dress that she's wearing.
You could say that.
My dad
Everybody's got
says
a
that
home.
people fall from the sky sometimes. People, things, random stuff.
Father is a very smart man. Everybody has their own home. My home just came from somewhere farther away.
Kind of frowns when you say that. Well, I hope you're able to get back there soon. I don't like being away from home.
Isn't that the truth? Trust me, I understand completely. This is my first time here, so I'm trying to think about what to ask her.
I will say, it's around that time you do see a human woman and a human man kind of slowly approaching. Not just wary, but not like in an aggressive way. Just kind of like looking at your craft, looking at you. And the man approaches a bit closer and he says, "Hi, stranger. Everything okay?"
Yes, I was on my way much further, but saw this little town here and decided to take a quick stop by, see if I could grab some stuff I might need later.
Never seen a craft like that before. Where are you from?
I doubt anybody here has ever heard of it, but it's a place called Earth. Somewhere far away. Came from off-world. Been here for a short while, How long has it been? Like a week or two? Maybe longer?
I think, yeah, about a couple of weeks, if not a month, I would say.
So yeah, it's been here for about a month and a half.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I'll say like a month and a half. Been flying around, or make a roll. You ain't trying to cause any trouble with that harvest thing that's going by, are you? Having a lot of bandits come through.
Yeah, the problem is that trouble seems to come to us, not the other way around.
The girl just kind of looks up. Aren't they supposed to be coming by soon?
Maxon takes a look at like the route he has on that watch that he has, and he's like, "Yes, we are."
The man just kind of looks up. Oh, so you're a part of it? Does that make sense? Well, guess if there's anything you need while you're here, so let us know.
You guys have a shop somewhere?
He points over to the big building in the middle of town that has many different signs.
Oh, that's convenient.
Don't got too
Everything in
much,
one
but
place.
I'd have something there. Name's Marcus, by the way. He holds his hand out.
Maxon. Then he just does the same.
Yeah, he shakes your hand. And he just kind of nods, and he picks his daughter up and walks back over to their house. Begins tending their animals.
Trying to think if there's anything I should say to them. If not, I guess I'll just head to the shop.
Okay. As you walk in, you see just a very, to you, Max, and it would look like a general store out of a Western movie. Just everything just kind of set out. Very makeshift price tags and things denoting how much the products are, just kind of strewn about, and then an older looking woman behind what looks like a cash register. As you walk in, she kind of looks over and she goes, "New face? Get that around here very often. How can I help you?"
He takes us a little look around. He's like, I just need some supplies, some food. This is my first time here, obviously, so I appreciate it.
She nods and she kind of points over to the one of the corners of the room. Got fresh produce over there, and there might be some preserved or canned meat and other such things. And she kind of steps out from around the corner and she walks into the back, and then after a while she comes out with a box. She pries it open with a pry bar. Also got some water, not a whole lot, but I could probably sell you a bit. And she just holds it over, and you just see some cans of purified water.
How much do you think I could carry, though? Because the ship has a hatch, but considering how small it is, like just by itself, so.
I'd say you could probably get away with carrying maybe like 50, 100 pounds, somewhere in between that.
Yeah, that sounds good. So that's like how many cases of water, maybe?
It would just be, that one box would just be the case.
Oh, okay.
She told after negotiating with her for a bit, she's willing to part with about half of the case. So we'll say that's like, say there's 20 in a case, so like 10 bottles of water.
Alright. So yeah, I guess I'll take half the case and I'll pay her, and I guess I'll grab like some fruit too.
Okay. You see as you walk over to the produce, after you figure. I will say the 10 servings of water are going to be. I'll say 500 credits. Just so you know, I just wanted to say it right now, so you had a working tally.
I had how much? 3,000.
You have 3K. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2,500.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be able to.
You know what?
And then yeah, as
I'm
you
gonna make a. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna make a perception roll.
go for it.
I'm gonna use my spider dice because they always help me. So.
Hell yeah.
And that flew right off the table.
I'm about to say I heard it blink
Oh,
a bunch of times. I was like,
Power
that's.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that one roll and hit the floor too.
Really channeling the jumping spider there.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, what's my perception? 18.
Yeah.
What were you looking for specifically?
Just something that would stand out, and anything that looks, something high quality.
Makes sense.
I will say with that roll, you are able to see what look like. With that high of a roll, just looking around the store, you do see that it is a pretty meager shop. It seems to just have some local produce, some local, just mainly what these people grow and harvest from here in town. With your roll specifically, I will say that you were able to find a good bushel of really, really fresh fruit, multiple varieties that was grown here, as well as what seems to be almost an entire side of one of those keep-sized lizards that seems to be preserved and hanging and drying to make some kind of jerky, but it's like with the entire half side of the animal. And it looks and smells very, very good, despite it being what you see as lizard-like flesh.
How much would that be?
He looks up, kind of squints at it. I'd give it to you for 100.
100? That's fine. I'll take it. And,
You see, she reaches up and she pulls the meat down and lays it on a preparing table and begins to kind of fold it and wrap it up in a way to transport it.
Okay, then I'll just go ahead and the fruit I took, and I think that's everything in the water. So.
Okay, and then for the fruit, he says, looks it all over. I could do 50.
All right.
Me too.
It's fine.
And she puts it all in different containers. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
And then my mic disconnected again. Maxon
Yeah,
Maxon just looks at her, and then he asks her, "How long has this town been around? It's very, very small, but you guys seem to have everything in arm's reach."
The town itself, well, kind of size. Originally, we were here for about 10 years.
One Piece. The One Piece.
Then I got attacked by cannibals. Everybody got run out.
Yeah, so many fillers.
Kind of sighs, and that's when you notice, as she sighs and kind of lifts her arm up, you notice that one of her hands is robotic as she pushes some gray hair out of her face. And when we came back a couple of years ago after they chased him out, we've been here 5 years. It's a nice place when it's not filled with flesh-eating freaks, you know?
Maxon kind of just looks down, kind of thinking to himself for a second, and then he looks back at her. Yeah. Never know what can happen out here.
Holy shit. With the nat 20 that the random shopkeep rolled for perception, Max, and she's gonna, after she hears you say that, she just, what does Maxon say what is he doing as he's saying that?
He's kind of like deep in thought.
So I'd say she immediately catches on to that, and as she's pushing the supplies that you bought over to you, and everybody that comes in here has something they need to tell me. Go ahead, lay it on me, kid. Has got ears to listen and shoulders to cry on. And she just kind of leans on her desk.
Is it that obvious?
Been doing this for a while.
You must have seen it all at this point then.
She lifts up the mechanical hand and kind of flexes it at you. And then some. And she reaches down, pulls out a small pack of cigarettes, and lights one and begins to slowly smoke it. She slides the pack over to you, but then she just kind of points and says, "Go ahead."
Maxon kind of turns it down, and he's like, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker."
She slides it away, and then she begins to take puffs from it, but she turns her head to blow them away so as to not get smoke into your face. What's going on? Traveling with a group? Travel got you uneasy first time?
He looks directly at her and just tells her, "I'm just a guy trying to get back home."
Let me get back home. How far is home?
Not here.
Is it just a drive? Gonna be gone for a while?
More like a whole system out.
Her eyes kind of widen. Off-worlder.
I'm surprised you didn't notice. A normal person would not roll in a ship like this, and you expect them to not be from far away.
Yep. She looks out the window, kind of in the direction, and she sees your craft. Son of a bitch. Don't have too many pilots around here nowadays.
Yeah. No offense.
Except for the elves,
this
I guess.
planet is hell on Earth. He says that, like, not expecting her to know about Earth, but it's like a force of habit, and he's like, "Oh, not a place I expect you to know of."
Can't say I've heard of it, but I will say I've heard a few things about hell. I can agree. Well, I hope you get back to wherever you're trying to go. And I hope it's a lot better than this.
As he's paying her, I'm gonna go ahead and just be a nice person and give her like a little extra, say about 100, because this town is clearly very what's the word? Not unsustainable. Underdeveloped, I think, is that the word I'm looking for?
No, yeah, it is a very, very small town. Like, you walked in, she saw that it wasn't someone that lived in the town coming in to buy something, and she was like, "Oh wow." And as you slide over the credits, she just kind of smiles and she looks up. Safe travel, space kid.
Last
She
thing he
puts the
tells her
credits
is he
away.
kind of just he looks back to her and then tells her, so how well would everybody in this town kind of just know each other because of how small it is?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he would tell her it's a good thing that everybody here knows each other, because learning from experience, you need to watch out for your own people, because you never know through, like, I don't know how to say it exactly, but he's telling her that, like, whatever it is that somebody has a problem with, whether they're angry with somebody or want nothing to do with them, the second something bad happens that puts everybody at risk, they kind of all just forget about it and they all come together. And he's applying that to the situation of what he's been through.
No, yeah. No matter how divided people may be, when it comes down to it, we can always come together to do the right thing. She smiles, and as you begin to take the supplies and leave, she holds the door open for you. If you and your crew ever pass through here again, stop on by if you need anything.
I'll be sure to. Thanks. And he walks out the door.
All right, then yeah. And are you going back to your ship?
Yeah. And as I do that, I'm going to I'm just trying to make the most out of my little trip to this place, so can I make another roll?
What are you rolling for?
Just perception.
Yeah, are you looking for anything specific or just in general?
Just looking around.
Hell yeah. And yeah, after you get back to your ship and
another 18.
Ooh. All right. And yeah, as you after you get your supplies loaded into the cargo hatch on your ship, you kind of walk back around to get a full view of the city. You see the family that you interacted with before. They seem to be carrying very large eggs from one of the sheds near their house over to some nests in a fenced area with some of the lizard creatures. You see another farm with some people that have what look to be some kind of chicken-like animal. Another one with a garden where some people are picking some fruit. And you see the big general store pavilion area. A few people going in and out. And then you see give me a perception roll.
Okay.
An additional one on top of this one. Because you do see somebody, but I need you to roll again to...
16.
16? Alright. Where everybody else here seems to be kind of smiley, just kind of walking around, just kind of treating it like every other day. This guy doesn't look like a farmer. This guy has armor. He has a club. There's a rusty rifle on his back. And he has a green cape, torn but still flowing on his back. He's kind of walking up towards the general store. Not really interacting with everybody, but making his way up to and opening the door.
This would so as I see this would immediately catch his eye, like right as he's about to open the hatch. Will I be able to hear him coming? Because he would be, like you say, he's heavily armored, so.
You would hear the clattering of him walking across the street over to the general store. Yeah, I'll say that he's about, I'll say 20 feet away from your craft. He's about halfway between you and the general store. Once you've closed the hatch and get everything put away.
Can I just wait and watch?
Yeah, no problem. Are you trying to conceal yourself, or are you just like standing next to your craft and watching?
Well, considering that, did he pass me? He passed me already, or if he's going to the general store, so he must not have even really cared about me.
Oh yeah,
So.
he hasn't noticed or acknowledged you, at least. He came from a slightly different direction, and your craft was, it would have been obscured from the angle in which he came through. So yeah, you just see as he's just walking up, just kind of hurried pace, kind of club, dragging the ground occasionally before he eventually picks it up and just kind of slings it over his shoulder. And he just walks up to the general store door, kind of throws it open, walks in, and then just kind of slams it behind him.
Max is going to just take a few steps forward and kind of just watch him a bit.
As you walk forward, as you look through the windows, as you get a little closer, you see the man that walked in there. His back is to you, and he seems to be saying something to the shopkeep. You're not able to really see or hear what is being said because you're still too far away, but it seems relatively civil. Though as you get about I'll say about 10 feet away, you do see that the man does begin to kind of throw his arms up, just kind of gesturing to the air, saying something. You
can't help but think of that scene in the third Fantastic Beasts where they're trying to get Jacob to come out of his bakery, and it's the guy standing across the street just going like this.
It's funny.
It's what I saw in my head when you made that description. I was like, you need to throw your arms around to look a bit more crazy. And he starts going like this. You like this? Now a little crazy. And he's like, oh, okay. So you want me to do like, all right.
Max is kind of just speaking under his breath. What is going on in there?
Am I about to crash? It's about that time you see that he's no longer throwing his arms up and gesturing. He's just kind of pointing the club, just kind of using it to gesture around, pointing it in various directions. And he points it in a direction towards Green Cove. And he points it at the shopkeep. And you hear some you can't hear what it is, but it does not the muffled voices that you hear do not sound very friendly.
Maxon is thinking to himself, not
conversation they had. Oh no, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say that he's just keeping it in the back of his head to where like not him saying that yeah this is one of them, but just thinking is this one of the cannibals that she was talking about earlier?
I will say with your high perception checks across the board, this looks like a greencoat bandit.
So I would be able to recognize that.
You recognize the green sash and his kind of scrap armor painted green. His club that he has, it seems to be vaguely druidic. It's made out of scrap metal, but it does seem to have like animal pelts, some teeth, some sinew wrapped in a very specific pattern of glyphs on it.
Okay, hold up. Say that last part again, because you cut out for me.
Oh no, yeah, my internet's kind of being weird. I'm sorry. I was just describing his club. It was another way you could tell that he was a greencoat bandit. Like, not only is he wearing the green moss cape that they wore to distinguish themselves, but his club is very brutal, but it also has a very druidic touch to it. It's made out of shaped wood. It has various animal pelts, teeth, some sinew wrapped around to make the handle, and arranged in a way to leave various glyphs, things like that.
Maxon is thinking if he should intervene or not, considering what the situation is, and there is a fair chance that he might just go away, or he could come back again, and there's a possibility not alone.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just so what is Max going to do? Is he going to just keep watching, or is he going to... As I will say, as after a few moments, the bandit slams his club onto the table in front of the shopkeeper.
Yep,
and
that's
cracks
it.
the wood. Some things slam across the table. All right. How do you enter? Do you open the door slowly?
I'm gonna just casually walk in.
As you walk
Not
in,
gonna
a small bell,
to hide it or angrily or anything.
a small bell dings over your head as you enter, and the bandit, almost on instinct, pointing the club at her, pulls a knife from his boot and just points it over at you. And he just says, "Hey, take it easy." And he looks back over to the shopkeep, who has her hands up in the air, and he just says, "I'm sorry for getting upset, but I am under a lot of stress right now. I just need some directions, some food, and no trouble." He says as you can see and almost hear his grip tightening, the leather in his gloves straining and crinkling and squeaking on the handles of his club and his knife.
I guess they got
The shopkeep
Sorry, go ahead.
she hasn't said anything, but she looks more pissed than anything else. Yeah, I will leave it up to you what you will do, Maxim.
I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm just gonna.
Do you just
be right
keep?
in
Do
front of
you?
him, just kind of look at him?
As you take a few more steps towards him, he goes, "Hey man, Stop getting close to me. What the hell are you doing?
Hmm.
What is your AC?
16.
That is a meets it, beats it. As you continue to approach, he's going to... Oh, shit. He attempts to stab you, but he really just kind of, like, cuts your shoulder for 1 damage. And he just kind of slashes at you, kind of nicks your shoulder very briefly, and he just says, "All right, now stay the fuck back. He'll just stop." And he kind of takes a few steps away from you, like you're still in range, like nearby him, but he just takes a few steps back to kind of put a bit more space between you and him after he swings his knife at you.
Maxon kind of just gives him a look of annoyance, and he's starting to get a bit angry. And then he looks to the shopkeeper for a second, and how is she responding?
Her hand is morphed into a revolver. Oh shit! And she blows the bandit's brains out of the back of his skull.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Fingers
As soon as I
smoking.
heard-
Wow, Wild West.
As soon as I heard her hand turns into a revolver, I was like, oh. Oh no.
So I rolled a nat 20 for her, and I was like, I'm gonna save this for when something happens. And then Max and you were like, I'm gonna walk towards him, and I was like, oh no, this guy's gonna attack him. And I was like, oh, she's gonna shoot him because he just attacked her one like out of town customer that she likes.
As
Yeah,
he falls as he falls to the floor, and I'm gonna describe what happened. So when he takes the shot to the back of the head, his head just like bursts out, and then some of it kind of gets onto the wall, and then he falls onto his knees first, and then just falls flat on the ground, and then the blood's kind of starting to just drain out from his head, and I'm getting really graphic. It starts to like seep in between like the little cracks where the floors are. And then Max and I could have handled that myself.
She just blows the smoke that is coming out of her pointer finger. Took too long. I can't let some two-time and bandit cut up my customers. She picks up a mop and begins to clean up the more graphic parts of the scene.
I've been stabbed before.
That's
all I can think about.
He's just looking at the dead body that's on the floor in front of him, and just tells her, not the response I would have went with, but definitely a solution. I see you prefer to do things more straightforward than most.
I don't like to, but a boy came in here threatening me, talking about the remnants of his gang, looking for their, we call it arch-druid leader. I don't know.
Druid leader?
Call them Green Cove. Boys and girls have been way too crazy since their home went tits up. She, after mopping for a bit, she kind of just kicks what's left of the dead body's head out of the way and begins to mop more of the viscera parts out of the way.
I want to ask if I can do something just to see how she reacts.
Hell yeah.
Remember that thing I could do with the... Where is it? I'm trying to find it.
Oh yeah, you're the blood cantrip?
You can ability to drain the life force present in a creature's blood with your attack. So I mean, it wouldn't necessarily count as an attack, but it would still be me being able to do it.
I was about to say, yeah, if you want to just like narratively, yeah, just like reach down and heal the 1 damage from the knife wound, go for it.
So Maxon kind of just takes like a kneel, and then he puts his hand, like the tips of his fingers just press against where all the blood is kind of starting to just pour out. And then the shopkeeper notices that it kind of just starts to move in one direction towards Maxon, and then it kind of just starts to go up and up and up and up until it just disappears. And then Maxon just gets up and then just takes like a... He just lets out a sigh, and he notices that there's like this, like, it's like whenever you smoke and there's like a little trail that comes out of your mouth, but it's like this bright red.
Man, you are from a strange place, ain't you?
If you think this is strange, you would not want to come to my home, trust me.
Ah, kid, you're fine. Well, better him than me, I guess. And she kind of she goes and puts the mop down and kind of looks down.
Are you guys gonna be okay? I was gonna head out, but I saw you might have needed some help. But clearly, you can handle yourself. But
We've been fine before. We need any more help? We got radioed that some ships from Bunker B are patrolling the coast. We can get some assistance from them if we need.
you know, I forgot to ask. You ever been to Sunflower City?
Me? No, I've never been. Seen the lights though.
Me and the rest of Harvest 2 are supposed to be heading up there shortly. Before we pass, before we get there, we'll be passing through here. I mentioned before.
Well, hope to see y'all soon. Safe travels. Now she kind of looked down at the body again. I'll give you some more cured meat if you help me move this guy out of my shop.
Keep it, I'll take him for free. So he kind of just picks up the body with like no effort at all and just carries him out.
Hell yeah. And once you get out and do you do anything particular? Do you just kind of like dump him off somewhere?
Is there like any trees anywhere around?
Yeah, there's some trees and some smaller shrubs out nearby your ship and things like that.
I guess I'll just take him somewhere that's where nobody would really find him unless they were actively trying to look for someone.
Okay.
And
yeah, if you take him over to the
Yeah.
I was just gonna what is he gonna do after he sets him down somewhere in the trees?
What would be the action for wanting to make a big hole?
Just
Would that be a
I
strength
guess
check?
just
That
I would
would have
make
to-
you roll for it.
Okay.
It would
So
just be
actions
it would just be
is-
digging a hole, so it would just be taking some time to dig a hole.
So maybe about like a minute or two, he's just gonna start punching the ground until it's kind of spread the dirt evenly.
Okay.
And then he's gonna just put him in there and kind of just cover it up. And he did it right underneath where the tree is, so.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Which is cheeky. Oh, I was gonna do like a real quick
no, yeah,
not an entire flashback, but just like a little thought that came to him. He's thinking back to about how somebody else he knew was in a not an exact situation he is, but he really had absolutely no choice but to drop somebody and just could not deal with the mental toll it took on him afterwards. And that was kind of the last thing he did, was told him that he killed somebody, so the last thing he could do was pretty much give back. So that's why he buried him, to kind of just give back to the earth in a way. Or at least that's what his mindset was at the time. And that thought's kind of just going through his mind. And then he just kind of looks over to the tree and says, I guess I did things your way for once, kid.
as the wind blows, and you see some of the herd animals begin to kind of walk around, hissing and making noises to the wind. You notice that once you get back over to your ship, there is a message waiting for you.
As Maxine gets in before he takes off, he just opens it.
It just seems to be a simple broadcast telegram message. It just says, my contact from Harvest 2 told me that this was the proper station to reach out to you with. I'm near the rendezvous point and will be there by tomorrow.
Was it a one-way transmission?
Yes, but you do have like the call sign to send a message back. It is the same call sign that Hammer told you would be the messenger from Sunflower City.
Okay. So I'm gonna send a call. I'm gonna send a call back and tell him that I received the message and I'll be arriving at the designated point shortly.
After a brief moment, you just receive a short message that's basically just a confirmation to let you know that they received your message.
Okay. I think that takes care of everything here. So.
Okay. We will pick up with him in a little bit.
And
then.
And then he airstrikes the town.
Yo, Hammer, blow these bitches up.
They're too poor to live. We need to make things like Modern Life.
It would actually be hilarious.
We need to get these people out of the way for the interstate. We said Harvest 2 was coming through, we meant it. Alright, we will move back to... Colton, are you ready? Or Rudy?
Alright, I'm here. I've been here, but I'm here.
Then as we get back to the hab, I will say that... Whereabouts do you think we would be with the experiment with TILDAS? Because I won't have another cutback to it just yet. But
in terms of the clone being done, you tell me on that part. The second half of that I'll mention when we get there. Because the rest of the thing I said last night is essentially whenever the clone is done.
I will say that this, I'd say that it's probably about the afternoon now, with time passing and everything. So we'll say that the clone is probably at a very strange, small homunculus stage, where it's still kind of forming, but it does seem to be going well so far, and you are able to notice that it does have pointed ears like an elf. Or I guess I can say he, not it. As some of the random flesh begins to coalesce into this shape and mix with the fluids in the pod to begin to rejuvenate and rebuild it. But yeah. Oh. Okay. And we will move over to Rudy.
Rudy, would you like some of the same music that I use for some of my stuff?
Hit me with it.
All right, the kind of more neutral one, or like the sort of a little bit happy vibes one. It's like 10% happy vibes.
Let's do neutral.
Neutral.
I would say that you would wake up Rudy in a room in a vault, just a simple habitation room and just a very generic vault made by Crane Genetics. TV seems to be playing in the background.
Glance over at the TV.
It just seems to be a image of Reese Crane, just kind of staring, saying something, but it isn't audible what he's saying. His lips just seem to be moving. And it just says, obey, underneath it, overtake.
I go over to it, turn it off, and look around.
As you turn around and I begin to look around, you see there seems to be some food sitting at the table in the kitchen.
He looks for nearest exit out of this room.
There is one door behind you, and it is closed. But there is a window behind the TV that, as you look out, you see a door across from you with a name on it. It just says Normality. And do you begin to make your way towards the door?
Yeah, he opens the door in this room.
As
and
you
looks-
as you take a step to make your way to the door, the TV snaps back on. And this time, Reese Crane is staring at you. And the text on the screen says, "Don't do that again."
Rudy kicks the TV.
As you kick it, yeah, your foot goes through it. There's a puff, and you take 1 electricity damage. Heal, shackle, vap.
Pull my foot back and look at the TV.
It begins to sizzle, crack, pop, and after a moment it catches fire. Not spreading, but just a small, almost like a fireplace in the middle of the TV. It begins to burn.
Say, don't tell me what to do. I won't tell you what to do. And he goes to open the door.
As you go to open the door, you hear a faint whisper from the fire. Let's see what's what and who's who. Okay, just wait. And the fire goes out as you open the door. And you see a hallway with multiple doors. And on each door, the name of one of Seraphim's personalities.
I look at where the name would be on my door.
Simply says Rudy.
Well, I've got
Unless-
something going for
well,
me. It would say, well, I
Is
guess
that
it would have been mockery.
Is that the name?
before.
Well, what does Rudy believe his name is? Is it Rudy or is it mockery? Actually, it's about that time. Once you have that thought, you see very tall. How did I describe that entity to you, Jackson, when Serena?
I'm not gonna lie, I tried to remember, and it's been so long.
I believe I
I
described
vaguely
it as a
remember,
very
like-
tall, alien-looking being
Yeah.
clad in like a very mechanical suit where you couldn't really see its emotions, but it was very tall, lanky.
Yeah.
A pair of arms, pair of legs. As you begin to think about that, you notice this presence, this entity behind you, just standing and watching. And they ask you, "What is your name?"
I like Rudy. Better than Mockery.
You
Rudy has
see
some character
as
to it.
the morphing, almost amorphous words, indecipherable, suddenly solidify into Rudy on the door. Good. Sense of self is very good. The being says. It begins to turn and take a few steps down the hall.
Rudy starts walking towards it. It's the one thing I've got going for me. I don't think you're one of the personalities.
No, my friend, I am not.
So who are you then?
I am a creator of this device, this program, to ease suffering. My people, in order to survive extinction, we changed ourselves, made ourselves instruments of war, poisoned our minds, and as a failsafe, we made this technology to remove that drive, that instinct programming. I've found that it's remarkably well at helping others with similar problems.
Does it work on a genetic level?
Just the being just turns to you very gracefully. Now that is something I am going to test.
We might want to find an answer quick.
Indeed. No. And you see the being begins to kind of look around. Don't have much in the ways of memories, do you?
Yeah, I don't got a whole lot to work with, so it should make your job easier. There's something else here though that might have a. There's something else that's not me. We can cut that out. So if you see it, just erase it. You think you can do that? Can you? It's technically a memory. I'd like it gone.
That's when the soft white lights in the hab turn red.
Oh, there it is.
And you just hear what sounds like heavy stumbling footsteps. Slowly making their way up behind you.
You have an area to work in because we gotta go now.
Allow me to try something. The being says as it turns and begins to walk behind you. Do you turn around, or are you still not facing the direction of the walking?
No, I turn around.
You would see the burned, scarred remains of Reese Crane shambling towards you as the being begins to slowly start walking towards him. And the being holds out its hand, and these strange alien glyphs begin to appear before it. This immense arcane shield begins to fill the the room and create a wall. And then the being pulls its hands back and presses them together. And just begins to watch as Reese Crane begins to stumble towards the wall. And he puts out a hand, presses it against the wall, begins to kind of weakly bash at it.
Rudy walks over to the wall and stares at him.
The Crane just seems to be panting and staring into your eyes as he keeps banging against the wall. Just thud, thud, thud.
You really don't got much left in all sorts of aspects, do you?
He just starts smiling, and he stops banging on the field. The being just says, "Interesting." I have news.
News?
I do not believe that this is my programming. My programming to work, you have to fight the inner problems within your psyche. This is something else. And it's around that time that Reese Crane just continues to smile and goes from kind of being hunched over and shriveled up, just kind of straightens his back out, kind of pops his neck. Now you got it. And he grabs you by the throat and lifts you up, Ruby.
Can I?
Just kind of begins to walk with you. You can attempt to.
I'll attempt to dodge. Oh, wait, let me look at my.
Let's say.
And what is dodging?
Don't worry about looking it up. I rolled just a random attack roll for him. He failed it miserably, so you are
It would
able
mean
to
that the
dodge
attack
his
has a
grab.
disadvantage if you were to dodge before the attack. Because it's an action to dodge.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Robert?
I said, can I get what is dodging for 200, please?
What is dodging?
Yeah, it's an action.
But yeah, so don't worry about it. He missed anyways. So he does reach through the field and try to grab you, but you are able to dodge back. He begins to step through the field that the being has made. He seems to be very poised to come after you.
So why don't you let go, old man? It's clear you're done. I don't want to have to fight you, but I will.
I ain't trying to fight you, kid.
You're trying to snap at me like a turtle.
Look.
Can't do that right. You can't even die right.
He grabs you just by the cloth of your shirt. We're all just supposed to get out of the way. Why did it have to be you out of all the ones that had to inject themselves with that serum? Had to be the one. 8 billion personalities I gotta fight through. And I will say, his skin is starting to look less burnt.
Huh. Sucks to be you. I'm gonna fucking
Hair
jump. I'm
seems
gonna
to be,
grab for his gun.
He doesn't have his gun, but
Oh, he doesn't?
neither. You are also not armed. It is just no. From what you can see, he's just a burned, naked body that is slowly regaining its skin and hair. And you are wearing you're wearing your standard clothes, but you seem to not be armed.
I think there's one other thing you've forgotten that I believe I have learned about myself. Unfortunately for you. I'm squirrely. And I'm going to run from him, double dash, and just run down the fucking hallway.
Fuck yeah. Then yeah, as you run, you see that it splits off, and one sign says kitchen and one sign says reactor.
I'm gonna go to the fucking reactor.
And as you're running, you just hear Reese Crane just kind of laughing down the hall. And as you're running and you make your way into the reactor, you open the door, kind of throw it open. It's around that time you just hear up above in the like the maintenance walkways up above the reactors. It's the faintest. Don't forget about me, dumbass.
Oh, I didn't. I wanted you to follow me in here. Do I see a way to get up there where he is?
Yeah, there's a walkway to get up to the maintenance walkways.
That's exactly what I'm fucking taking. I assume this is over the reactor.
Yeah, as you make your way up and walk up and make your way up onto the maintenance paths, you become face to face with yourself. Long hair, bushy beard, but rather than your normal skin, you have red skin, long horns, and a forked tail.
Laying on a bit thick, aren't you?
The only thing thick is your ego, and it just begins to run at you.
Better than that skull of yours, and I fucking run at him.
Like to add for flavor, just in the back of your mind, just little, not whole memories, but just little flickers of just instances from being inside of a multi-tumored head of dashing and dodging and a wooden spoon stabbing at a leg and learning new things. A little bit of new muscle memory for fighting.
Oh yeah, I'm running towards him, and I'm not going for the tackle. I'm going for the like sliding leg fucking sweep. We're gonna kick him off this goddamn thing.
Slide tackle.
Slide tackle.
For attack, my friend.
What the fuck would I roll for this? Oh, what do I roll for slide tackle?
I think we have to contest athletics.
Oh shit.
Could call it a sort of tripping attack. Knock him prone.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically a maneuver, but that'd be the way to inform.
Let's see how this goes. I do have athletics. This is the only thing I can think of at the moment.
I'd say for a non-battle master, it could be, you could give him the option of like damage or prone.
Yeah, damage or prone. What do you want to do?
I'll fucking knock him prone, and then I'm gonna use that. I need that prone. I need him on the ground.
Okay, and what is your athletics score before we do our rolls?
My athletics.
Like
what do I add to it? What I add to it? It's +5.
Cool. Good to know. So yeah, go ahead and roll.
Come on, Albert, don't fuck me. Ooh. 21.
You won that one. He rolled a 19, so you're knocking him prone to the floor. You got. I was about to say, you got really lucky. Ooh,
I fucking
So yeah, you knock him on the ground, and then what next?
I take one good look in his eyes and just. Oh man, what would I fucking say to him in this moment? Not sure. Just this looking at him at this moment because I'm trying to kick him off this walkway. Then just looking at him, just.
So did you knock him prone and you're like standing over him now, or?
Yeah, I knocked him prone, and then I'm gonna, however I can, whether it be like on the ground or just like standing up quickly, kick him off.
Gonna use his prone for advantage to hit him the next time to move him.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you kick him and he begins to fall off. You feel tubing get wrapped around your neck as Reese Crane comes up from behind you and attempts to choke you.
Flipping maneuver.
Yeah, I was gonna say throw him over me.
Judo throw.
Roll for it, my friend.
Just... There we go. What would that be? It's more athletics.
Yep, another contested athletics.
All right, fucking here we go. Bear, don't fuck me. I mean, that is 18.
Dirty 20.
Fuck.
So you currently have some spare tubing wrapped around your neck as Reese Crane is attempting to strangle you. And he seems to be cursing in your ear. Fucking every last one of you. And I will also add that you see your impish doppelganger seems to be pulling himself up from below, pulling himself back up onto the walkway. So if you would like to,
I'm gonna try to get out of this. Try to get out of his grip. Can I like?
Yeah, contest. Just give me another athletics. Yeah, give me athletics or acrobatics. I mean.
So I'm trying to squirrel my way out of this fucking grip.
Squirrel away, my friend.
Squirrely.
Whoa! Rudy?
Okay, well that's 19.
19. All right, you are. How do you get out of this?
I think it just like limber up as much as possible, and just like the whatever's around his neck, just like slide out of it. Just so limber. Somehow, just
Isn't he
in his mental world?
We don't know.
Essentially,
Didn't he mentally just like turn to slush and just slide out of his grip and then stand up somewhere?
Outside of the boundaries of being within his head,
Depending on how,
it has not yet been discovered what is possible. I didn't fully discover what is possible here. All I knew is that I had my standard abilities and things that I could do.
You are able to, as you begin to kind of move your neck around and you pull on the cord he's using to try and strangle you, you feel it's a very flexible rubber cord, so you're just able to kind of stretch it around your neck and get away from him.
Just pull it off, and I'm just like, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
And
he turns around, looks at him. I'm in your head. You're in my head. I don't think that's gonna work on me. He's gonna turn around and just like to the impish doppelganger that's like climbing up, just put his foot in his face and just kick him off. Give him no way to get back up.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Heel kick.
As you kick him off, he falls and hits his back on the reactor, and as he bounces back after the impact of that, he just explodes into a ball of blue light. Shame. I hate fair fights. Ooh, and Reese Crane punches you in the stomach.
Dodge.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say I'll dodge. He's currently rolled it was a 21.
That would hit.
Ooh, got lucky, you missed because you dodged.
he goes
to punch you, and you're able to get out of the way. Yeah,
I just sidestep him just very casually. Hey, you said I hate fair fights. I like being on the winning opposition, and I fucking grab his face and just try to shove him over the walkway as well.
As you grab him and you begin to move him, he grabs onto one of the handrails nearby, stabilizing himself somewhat, but you still are able to manipulate him to a decent extent, and he's going to try and hit you again, this time at disadvantage because you're holding on to his face. Oh shit. The lower one was an 18.
That would hit.
So as you grab his face, you feel as he punches you once in the face and then another time in the stomach to kind of like get his face loose. He begins to look at you. He isn't speaking anymore. He just is taking a step towards you and trying to punch again.
Yeah, fucking no more words. Rudy goes towards him, and like, if he tries to throw another punch, he's for sure gonna try to just step out of the way, but then step on his foot, and then just like ball his fist and just hit him in the middle of his chest as hard as he can, and then just like try to just grab him by like the back of his head and sling him towards the other side of the walkway. Still trying to throw him into this reactor.
I like to think that Serena has like pulled her chair up near his head after a while and is just sitting there, like muttering to herself near his ear. It's like, remember, if the duck, dodge, parry, look for your openings, spin if you have to, use that athleticism. Just like all of the things that they've talked about in their moments when they've trained and practiced. It's like whispering it quietly.
I will also add, Serena, you can hear Rudy's breathing has picked up, and if he's plugged in into any monitors, his vitals are rising.
Naya, just remember, no matter what happens, you're always faster. Always faster. Use that to your advantage, and remember what I taught you. Strike low.
We will move.
Block. Punch the face. Go for the legs.
We move back to you, Rudy, as Crane. As you said, he throws a punch and you miss, and as he misses, you step on his foot, and then you grab him and throw him towards the other way, and he begins to move that way a couple of feet. He just stumbles.
Drop kick.
Oh, fuck yeah. To the back, to his legs. Where are you drop kicking him?
Absolutely in the fucking back. Base of the spine.
As you kick him in the spine, you just hear a very gnarly, meaty crack and a snap. And you see the upper part of his body fly up and almost doing a flip through the air. and you hear the bottom part of his body just splat onto the floor. But he is smiling at you as his upper half is flying above you.
That's half the weight,
As
motherfucker. Yeah, let's. All right, cool. Grab that arm and rip it off or something.
As you go to pick up the upper half, it punches at you and misses, and instead of punching you as you pick it up, it begins to grab and bite at your arm.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely. Fucking quick jabs.
As you punch it, it just continues to bite harder and harder, ripping out chunks in your arm, just ripping and tearing, biting at tendons, scraping against the bones in your arm.
Motherfucker, I can see which personality affected you the most. Alright, and he's gonna fucking throw his arm, if it's grabbed onto him, just throw his arm over the railing, maybe even breaking it if he has to.
Yeah, as you hold it over, you hear this sizzle from the reactor, and you just hear this agonizing screaming begin to come from it as it begins to claw at your face as he tries to scratch at your eyes with his free hand. And it's about that time that you feel a kick in the stomach as you see the legs standing up and a very small homunculoid-looking Reese Crane beginning to grow from it, mumbling and speaking to you in some strange, garbled voice.
I fucking lift my leg in the air and bring it right on down that homunculus. Just my foot right into its fucking head. And kick him over.
Barely formed body of the homunculi just smashes back into the pelvis of the legs, and as you kick it just limply falls into the reactor and just begins to sizzle and burn. As you look out to the burned upper half of Reese Crane, nothing more than a charred corpse pointing to you. How many times you kill me? Always going to be there, one way or another. Pretty soon, that'll be all that's left in this wasteland.
I'm sorry, were you saying something? I was thinking about what I was going to eat after I get out of here. I fucking smack my arm again against the railing.
And you just see as the charred body just begins to slowly just dissipate. Though his hand that was pointing at you falls down onto the railing, petrified, pointing at you.
I toss that shit in the reactor.
It doesn't burn, it refuses to burn away, and it just continues to point at you. But you do feel more at ease. Definitely more so than when you came in here. And for once, honestly, for the very short life you've had, you can't think of any smart-ass comment to make. You just feel peaceful. It's around that time that you feel that same peaceful presence behind you again. Very interesting.
It was something, and Rudy just like snaps his arm back into place. Ugh. Well, did I do it? Did I pass my trials?
I believe you did much more than that.
I fucking hope so.
And as the being says that, a mirror just pops up in front of you. And you just see you, Rudy. But you don't look different, but looking in the mirror just feels different now. No longer do you feel like you're the one tumor that got lucky and got to stay in the body. No. You don't feel like the many that was trapped in the one. You finally feel yourself at home, comfortable.
Who'd have thought? Being a bit of an ass was in me all along. Oh, that's enough staring at myself. How do we get out of here? Tired of this vault.
All you need to is ask. The being says.
May I please leave?
And Serena, that is when you hear the mask flick. The lights on the eyes turn off. And Rudy, you wake up.
How long has it been?
I will say the sun is setting.
Several hours. You've been hard at it. You've been breathing really hard.
Yeah, I could really feel the burned calories. Is there an MRE somewhere in here?
I'm sure there is, but how about a meal? You know, like actual food.
I mean, sure.
More than just some salted salt in a package to be rehydrated.
I mean, salt has saved my life probably at least once.
Ah, come on.
But
and she'll grab your arm and put it over her shoulder and pick you up off the table and help you walk.
All right, lead me to the cafeteria. I'll eat actual food. I'm gonna need it. Hopefully he ain't coming back. I kicked his fucking ass.
We'll see. I hope not.
Serena, as you're carrying him out, Dark Green just kind of looks back over her shoulder to the both of you. After he's been fed, I would like to perform a scan. Make sure there are no lingering areas of...
There might be something, but it might be a while. I would like a scan, though. But first, I would like some food.
Calories are important. So tell me do you remember your fight? Because you seem like you had one.
I think I split him in half, and I squished him, and then also I kicked him in the face. It was very wild. I was fighting in my own head, so basically I could do whatever I want, but also so could he. So it was kind of a bunch of bullshittery. But I got him. His own home turf was to his disadvantage. Threw him in a fucking reactor. If the prick
I will say, Rudy,
gets.
You would know that it wasn't just Reese Crane that you killed in there. You also conquered something else. Maybe you don't quite know how to voice it, but you did a lot more than the fight Reese in there.
So what you're telling me is you uniquely remember what happened inside your head?
I think I'm starting to forget it, actually.
Hmm.
But I'm feeling a lot better after it happened, so you know what?
Well, your issue was unique compared to me and Alex, so I guess that works out. Makes sense to me. Calories.
Galleries. I guess I get dragged to the cafeteria.
Hell yeah. All right. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do specifically today, or shall we move on to the next day? So I leave it up to everybody.
Well, I'm good.
Okay.
Waiting for that
Chilling.
tablet to charge while
Yeah, Crane's
debating on how to mess with the guns.
just having a drink before he goes back to the pod.
While Rudy is getting his scans, Serena will begin prepping the mining laser for conversion. That's the word I was looking for.
Hell yeah. And Maxon, you said you took off again. Are you just going to like? Is your character going to like rest while he's in transit in his ship? I figured it would have like some kind of autopilot where you could just like float in the air and you could sleep for a bit. Or even if you. Okay. And then Stone, is there anything in particular you're doing for the night?
Did I ever find that particular gun in the armory?
Oh no, yeah, you for sure you found him.
Yeah, okay. He's probably inspecting it, seeing if it works properly, stuff like that.
Okay. No, yeah, after I was gonna say after giving it a quick look over, kind of doing what you know about adjusting sights and things like that. You know what? Honestly, I feel like Hammer would have been there. He would have been able to show you like how it works, how to load it, operate it, things like that. Giving you somewhere to like test shoot it. So you could have definitely spent like the evening and night just kind of getting yourself acquainted with the dart gun. All right, and yeah, we will move on to the next day. Give me an encounter and give me a weather.
I'll roll for weather this time. I haven't rolled for a
I still refuse to do the encounter.
while. After last time, I would do.
I did the weather the last time, but I still refuse to do the encounter.
So weather, is it just the flat number, or do I add anything to weather number? I haven't done it in a minute.
It's just a D12 and it's a flat roll.
Oh, it's flat. Okay, well I rolled a D20 and landed on 12. That's hilarious. Okay, well I'm gonna roll the D12 instead. Alrighty. Give me a good number. What we got? Ooh, 11.
Close enough.
The thunderstorm that had been passing over the day before has passed. It has left the area very cool, foggy, and dreary. No radiation to worry about, though you are very close to some slag land. And now if someone could give me an encounter roll, and also if somebody could move the Hab and Max, and if you wanted to move your ship.
What?
You can move your ship,
13.
Maxon, if you would.
Oh, son of a bitch.
To where?
That's a low number.
The rendezvous
Half a
point is
square,
right here. Yeah, so you would be able to place yourself right at the rendezvous point, I think. And if you can fudge it a little bit.
I meant
Yeah,
for the hab.
if you guys will.
Half a square for the hab.
Yes.
So we'd be passing that town right now. Right about now, actually.
Mm-hmm. right. And now that everything has been taken care of there, need to move some things here. One moment. Don't mind that. Alright, so back over to the hab for just a moment. We're going to pick up in TILDAS with the pod, as it seems that Normality's body seems to be almost done forming.
Has it been a day in the TILDAS so far?
I would say on the outs. Actually, I'm moving it a bit forward a bit too far. The clone is more advanced, but it's, I would say, it looks maybe about halfway, maybe 75% done.
It's like Crane's just still sitting in the chair, but probably fell asleep at some point. Comic book just on his face.
Would you have picked up a particular comic book, or just anything that was lying around? I'm just curious.
Probably whatever's closest. It's in the area I'm thinking it is. Would Alex's hammock be nearby?
I was
Probably one of those.
just asking because Alex had multiple types. I didn't know if Crane would have a preference.
Just grab something, read it.
Yeah.
Probably got bored of it and fell asleep.
And yeah, I would say probably for maybe one more day, maybe half of a day, depending on how things continue to go. Magician, will you give me a Constitution roll or save though?
Yes. Is this a concentration check?
Yes.
Okay. This is at advantage. I have Warcaster, so.
Warcaster.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
9
I was gonna say as it should
and,
be.
a 13 total. No, a 12 total.
Okay. So he did fail, but that doesn't mean that he stopped. But you are definitely starting to feel the effects of doing this for such a long period of time. Like you're starting to get a really bad headache. Your perception of time and reality around you is starting to get a little weird. Like people are talking slower, and then they kind of start talking faster for a moment. Your perception seems to be fading between you and then the other copies of yourself you're making. You can't seem to like really focus.
Question.
Yeah,
I
what's
would
up?
have probably went to check on how everything was doing and how he was doing at the beginning of the day. If I was in that room, would I have seen him doing his re-up, I should say? Because if so, I would have flashed a genius to his ass.
So could the curator help him in some way?
I would be moving. I'm still visually.
That's why I asked if
the
I would
first
have
hour of
known.
being in here yesterday.
If there was
So,
any
no,
way
I don't
I
think
would have
you-
noticed, then I would have done
I don't
something.
think
Never mind.
I don't know if Raziel would have. Give me one moment to roll something though,
Yeah,
because
visually, I'd still be within the first hour of entering, but mentally,
I will
I'm
say, though,
weeks away.
Raziel probably would not have been able to, just because he would have been like coming in and not really have been able to catch
hadn't
him.
been
Though the
seeing
curator,
what was going on.
yeah, exactly. But the curator has been monitoring everything, and he also would be able to give you Flask of Genius. So you are able to save it. So we will
Interesting.
say you begin to feel this. Honestly, if you will indulge me, we are going to say that for a brief moment, the magician sees. What would you say would be the most catastrophic way this experiment could fail, possibly?
We are unraveled by the fourth dimension.
No, yeah,
And that
I'll
we
say
are
like straight up,
spaghettified.
like you see as TILDAS and everyone around you just slowly begins to warp and spaghettify and become destroyed and become just an endless void. And then it all just rewinds and pulls back. And quickly looking over your shoulder, you just see the Curator just kind of give you a thumbs up.
Slowly.
He very much gives him the eyes of like somebody who's never rode a dirt bike, going over a jump, barely landing it, barely staying on, and then just giving a look of like, oh fuck. That was really lucky.
Oops.
Then he looks over at the Rally X driver and just slow thumbs up.
Yeah, because I'm not going to give you... I'll tell you this much. With his flash of genius, it was a meets it, beats it. So, like, you just barely... So, yeah, things are going swimmingly. Don't worry about what's going on in TILDAS. Everything's fine.
Late epic.
You guys totally didn't just get spaghettified for a nanosecond.
Crane notices absolutely goddamn nothing.
Stop it.
Got my comic, simple as. Alright. And as we move from TILDAS, what is everybody else on the hat doing? I'll ask Stone first. Do you immediately go see Doc Green after waking up in the morning?
He's probably gonna go eat first, I would say.
No, you have a pretty standard breakfast then. Nothing too crazy seems to be going on. Pretty standard rations.
But he wanted the T-bone.
Some eggs, maybe.
12-egg breakfast.
Some protein to
Just make
start
an
off
omelet
the
at
day.
that
A light
Exactly.
snack.
A light snack, and he makes like an omelet the size of him.
Makes the fucking excellent challenge from regular show.
Exactly.
Then as Stone is gorging himself on as many eggs as the robot kitchen worker will give him.
Still eating
jump
it
over
with a
to-
fork and knife too, hilariously.
Yeah. We'll jump over to Serena. What is she doing this morning? After
Super
a night
healthy
of
coping
working?
mechanisms when worrying, which is like quick breakfast, super fast, go down, continue working on the mining laser. Probably asking Hammer to come down and help out, as this is intended to be a project for all of the Tinkerers. So when
It is
Crane
not
and
hard to
Razio
find
come
Hammer.
back, it will also require assistance from them.
I will say it is not hard to find Hammer. You almost immediately run into him, as he seems to have been just kind of just wandering the halls. He had a data pad to do some checkups, but he wasn't really checking anything.
So, yeah, she'll invite him to come down and help with the mining laser. And, I'll with my super insightful fighter character, I will try to make an insight check. And we'll see where this goes. Oh, that's fucking out of the tray. That would have been decent. I only count in the tray, and in the tray I rolled a natural 20, so 21.
I was gonna joke and say that, like, if you can Hammer, like, anybody would be able to tell that something's bugging Hammer. Like, you know exactly what's bothering him. he had a conversation with the curator, and he has not talked to anybody about it since. He has not talked to anybody, really, since that conversation.
I love the idea that it's like, she just, rather than like asking him, she just kind of does. It's that type of open air where it's like, oh, I can talk to this person, but like, even that's not the active thought. It's like you trick yourself into feeling comfortable talking to this person. You know what I'm talking about? Or you just let it out and you just start talking and fucking yakking.
You called it word for word. I was gonna say that just after a moment of silence, Hammer is like working on the machine, and he just kind of puts the tools down. He just kind of looks over to Serena. My mother always told me that my father just left, that he left to join the army to fight. But I just don't understand why how he kind of turns back and begins to work frustratingly again. Then after a moment, he just slams the tools back down. Oh, yeah, no worries. Zoom.
So your dad is a dwarf.
Fucking Junie just sitting by their doors, meowing loud for no reason. She doesn't listen like Gandalf. Okay.
But Hammer turns back and begins to work on the mining laser again, but just after a moment he just slams the tools back down and sighs again. Why didn't he come back? With everything that he told me, he could have come back. Was he scared? Was he... I don't know what to think of any of it.
Would this out loud relitigation prompt him for an insight check on the curator? Out of curiosity? So like, insight checking the overall motivations.
For Hammer or for...
For Hammer, yeah. I'm asking for his own sake.
Roll.
If not figuring out and understanding his motivations and justifying it, it could also just be like maybe it's not for me to understand, or whatever it is that he comes to, whatever kind of conclusion happens.
Yeah, well, Hammer rolled a nat 20 on that insight.
Holy
so
shit.
After a moment, he just stops. He goes to. He picks up the tools in a very frustrated way, and he just kind of takes a breath and stops. He barely survived when his own people perished during. His eyes kind of widen. I don't even really know how to explain it, but whatever he told me. He knew that my mother was more safe without him there. That he could at least monitor the situation from above.
I never had the father. Not for a long time. You know, his father was our clan leader on Skaldare, and the Terragasi had all of the clan leaders perpetually in custody for 150 years. So each generation, as the old clan leader would technically be aged out or died, they would go and take their children. And my father was the next. And he was taken when I was quite young. So, for me, I'll never get to meet my father and wonder Wonder what his motivations were like. But this isn't to build sympathy for me. It's to build an opportunity for you. You get a chance to be mad at him and then talk to him again.
Hammer just kind of nods after hearing what you've said. It's just my whole life. They taught us all the horrible things that the dwarves have done. But I guess he's not one of them. I'm not. He just kind of stops there and he looks you dead in the face, sort of. I'm not one of them, am I? Right?
When you go out to
He looks
places,
scared.
when you go out to places in the galaxy and you visit many places, or like what the magician does and you go place to place, plane to plane, and things like that, you discover the dwarves here are unique. Everywhere else, an individual is only representative of themselves. To have a whole group of people represent that group of people is frightening. And a very bad thing. Because their identity has been stolen from them. Hammer, has your identity been stolen from you? Or are you still the silver-handed tinkerer and inventor that I met when I got here? The driver of this grand machine that, while I could probably, attempt to make, it would be a shoddy second. Wouldn't look anything like this. It would be quite bad. Tell me, have you retained your individuality? Or are you concerned it might slip away? If you are concerned, why?
He just, once again, just begins to nod. I guess you're right.
This is the thoughts of individuality I've had to fight for since breaking free. I've had to fight with what it means to... What is a Serena? What is a Ren? What do I do? Who am I anymore? Lost from roughly the age of 17 to into my 20s and on into my 30s. There's holes in my memory. I did terrible things. I'm now coming out the other side and wondering, who am I now? But you, again, this isn't about me. This is about you. You have not had your individuality stripped from you. You've had something added to it. I would say, I won't call it a gift, as anyone with a parent might be quite angry for them not being around. You just regained something quite important. A new quirk. A new thing. Something to reinvent. Just like you did this machine.
Thank you. he looks back to the machine and begins to work on it. And he looks back over to you, Serena, and he just stops. He goes to say something, kind of stops, kind of thinks something over. I don't know what we should do about that thing flying through the sky. Truly don't know if we could beat something of that magnitude on our own, even with everything at our disposal. We can't just... I don't know if we can make it to Sunflower City.
Not with that thing up there. No, once again, I think I avoided it for a while because I regained my individuality, and being the planner felt wrong after being where my mind was before. But now I think I have to. And the ideas are coming in, and the plans are risky, a bit old-fashioned, probably predictable, considering they did it last time. But then again, we'll see. The magician was only there for mere seconds, so they may not be expecting it at all, because they may not know how Alex got onto the last one. So maybe we'll get lucky. And maybe I'll think of a unique route inside.
So
once everyone is bad.
He looks over to the bay, the door out to the waste. He just says, "Max gets that letter out soon. Hope he's doing okay."
That boy is resilient and adapting and overkind, but sometimes that is a good thing. I have not been allowed to be kind, so I'm having to learn how to do that. And while I'm not really old, there's a pup teaching a young pup teaching an old dog a new trick. But yeah, he'll be fine. As for all other things, I think we're overdue for another one of those meetings soon, where we stare at the map, hash it out, and figure out what to do next. And I'm not really a person to function on gut. My gut tells me this will be our last planning meeting. This will be the one we figure it out.
Hammer has just been he's just been nodding with everything you've been saying. As Maxon gets back and finish their experiment in the pod, I think it'll be time to call for that meeting.
Indeed. Maybe before we leave, sort of pre-planning to the planning meeting is retrieving those troops we were supposed to get from Bunker B. Old magician may have forgotten a little bit, but I will remind him. We'll pick up the new crew so that in any escapades we may have, you will still have a crew. Hell, who knows? Maybe we'll fly over the hub and you'll get to blast the bejesus out of that machine.
Let's say you bring it my way, I'll give it hell. That's for sure.
Oh, you'll make hell envy, I'm sure.
Hell yeah. After, as we pull away from that, Revian.
Not Revian.
Raziel. Good lord.
Oops. He
2 times.
did it again.
I need to put my glasses on.
Your glasses affect your brain?
Well, I'm standing far away from my computer and I can't read the names as well, and I'm like,
He zoomed in on it and
names.
then, like, I imagine probably read it and then said what he didn't see correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raziel, as after you did like your walk, kind of checking in on everybody, I will say as you got back to the work area, you would have seen that the data pad has powered on.
Probably would have hollered over the comm for Crane to come meet me there. While, quick question to clarify something, because I keep getting slightly confused about one thing. The
No worries.
time dilation thing we're doing in the pod. We're going to pass a lot of days while in the pod, and the outer pod is going to be like just one day, correct?
Above table, yes. Raziel would not know this yet, though.
Yes, that was just between us. I was just wondering, making sure, because...
Yeah, as soon as this pod is released, we're going to be in here for like a month.
Okay. That's what I was checking.
Which, by comparison, will be funny. I'm imagining, like, all these hours going by, and then, like, the last singular hour is just TILDAS and also the magician at the same time, sort of exhaust piping all of the fucking extra time energy. So 1 hour is like a month inside TILDAS. It's a crazy time dilation comparison.
Just double checking and verifying real quick. Anyway, while waiting for Crane to get here, I will tell you what my plan is with the parts to the guns, and if you will allow me to do so.
Okay, what's up?
I would like to take the parts from each one and incorporate it into my bots, so that on like an action, not a bonus action, an action, I can tell them to come over and like combine into a dual 8 heavy machine gun emplacement type of thing.
Ooh.
Hell yes. Hell yes
That
already.
serves
I'm so
two
fucking down.
purposes. The first purpose is there's no way in hell anybody but me is going to have access to those 2 big ass guns. And the other one is I won't be the only one that can use that. I can be using my longer range weapons while somebody else is using my HMG emplacement against whatever big thing we come across. And do I need to roll for anything?
Just give me an initial tinker roll, but I feel like this would be pretty easy because like your bots are already pretty like customizable, so I feel like it'd be pretty easy to configure them in this new way.
That was a 18 plus that's gonna be like a 25.
Yeah, that
I think.
so. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, with that roll,
I've got like a plus 8 or more.
Yeah, I'll say that you won't be able to use it today. But,
Oh no, we're gonna be in TILDAS and working on it for like a month. I've got time to work on it. That's why I asked.
He's
Above
planning
board.
he's planning on what Raziel doesn't know, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to start this project, probably won't finish it, and
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's
exactly. That's why I was verifying
Hell
above table what the current setup was and giving him something kind of to fiddle with by accident type of thing. Yeah. I will have that tablet out and see if I can get it unlocked while in that moment while waiting for him.
Yeah, you notify
It does have a
Crane, he's like,
passcode.
I'm up.
No passcode.
No, it does have a passcode.
does have a passcode. Do I need to? Well, it's a Crane tablet, so he might have a better idea of what the passcode might be. So I will wait until he gets in here.
Yeah, Crane stumbles his way. I'm up. What'd you say is done? You're charged. You get it.
I'll hold the tablet out. Here's your tablet, fully charged. Turns on, but it's got a passcode. You got a password possibility, or do I need to try and hack it?
Well, let me look at it. Let's see. I look at the tablet.
As you see it, you see that it is just a standard Crane genetics tablet with a password.
Let's see. Fuck, man. What could it be? Would I roll? What would I roll? Maybe history or something to see if I can remember something that could work.
Yeah, roll. You can roll history.
See if
Eugenics.
Anything. Eugenics. That's actually pretty funny. That's what he'll type in no matter what.
That's the first guess.
Not dumb, not smart. So let me just, this is a flat fucking roll. Epic. I want to burn inspiration for this.
I'd say it's a good time.
Might as well. Reroll.
Flash of genius.
No.
Guidance. Flash of genius. I'm giving you both.
Okay.
Guidance
so...
is a +4. Flash of genius is a D4 plus D4, and then Flash of genius is +5.
Okay, so it goes from 9 to the higher one was a 9. Goes from 9 to 14, and then
plus a D4.
Plus a D4. That's 3, so it goes to a 17. No wait, what did I say? 14? 17.
Yeah, 17.
Eats it. That was a beautiful sight.
Oh my god.
Truly beautiful. Artificers for the win. Dude, I gotta say, as someone who loves the Artificer class, I love watching it be like, oh, here's like a +10 to your roll.
Yeah,
love that shit.
Tough fellow with that paladin aura is like, oh yeah, you didn't save? Hang on, add some to that, because you forgot it. Again.
Well, that guidance was what I gave up my magic item at the start of the campaign for, so it's...
The paladins is like, are you within, like, I don't know, a fucking mile or something of me? Oh yeah, you're good then. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The paladin one's funny to me.
Everything within 20 feet.
But Raziel's behind Crane, just trying to give him just like literally any
nudging him in the right direction,
or just nudging him and just like last name, no. First name, no. Mother, no. Father, no. Grandparent, no. Address, no. Sibling, no.
He's got the keypad up, and I can see some fading parts on over where the keyboard's at, so that he can tell where some of the letters were.
Crane, as you're thinking about it, you think about everything that Crane is obsessed with. You try like domination. You even try eugenics, and it doesn't work. But then you begin to think about it, and then you think of a word. It's like, it's another word for clone. It's another word for duplicate. It's another word for reproduce. And around that time, Raziel looks over your shoulder and says, "Parthenogenesis."
Parthenogenesis. Oh fuck!
The book with that name when it landed on one of the tables where the magician was reading it. It's just got that title on it, you know. It's a subtext title, you know. It's a featured subject.
Yes. Parthenogenesis.
And once that is typed in, the tablet unlocks.
Okay, so I'm gonna immediately fucking change that to something way easier. Fucking prick.
Sorry to interrupt, but I do have to go. I am sorry.
Oh shit, it's 12:30.
See everybody next time.
No worries.
Have a good one.
Good night.
See ya.
Night. See ya.
I was about to say we can call it here in a bit. We can go as long as you guys want to.
I'm interested to
I don't-
see. Say we could
I-
like close
If
it
you
out
want to
after
finish this
the.
conversation,
Uh,
No,
then
yeah,
close
that's what I
it.
was saying. Like,
let's dig
we
into
can do
the
this
fucking-
conversation.
this will be our cliffhanger. What's the first open
Actually-
it up to?
Yeah.
Actually, we'll go through this, and then I have one thing to do with Max, and then that'll be our cliffhanger.
That'll work.
So, as Crane opens the tablet, you will see a few folders. You will see a folder with that says logs, one that says experiments, one that says vaults, and then one that says classified.
Shit, there's some interesting choices here. I'm not sure what I want to go through first. Logs, experiments, vaults, and classified. I guess classified.
As you click on classified, it gives you the password prompt again. What did you change the what is the new password on this tablet?
Come on, you wanted to change it. What is it?
Crane.
So as you type in Crane, it unlocks, and
Now that's a
You
fucking
see-
password.
you see what looks like a video message and coordinates of some kind.
Hang on. It's a video message and some coordinates. Or what do the coordinates say?
Allow me to go over to the map real quick. The coordinates pointing you to a random area right about here. Middle of nowhere in the Elven Plains.
Keeping an eye on that as best I can.
Here, you know what? I will drop a token there as a place of
Exact-
interest.
That's exactly what I was doing.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Alright. I think we've got something interesting here. I guess I'll click on the video message and see what this is about.
If you click on the video, you see, as it begins to load, the face of an old, somewhat ragged-looking Crane.
Rosaliel, you want to listen
Amazing.
to an old man's ramblings? He like holds the key, holds it to where both y'all can watch it.
You see he's wheezing, and he seems to be missing an eye. Skin seems to be very loose, heavy looking. It's burned by the sun. He doesn't say anything at first, he just seems to be staring at the camera, just wheezing. Wheezing. He just says, "Got one minute left."
If you just said something, I didn't hear a word.
Your whispering is
Is
very
it too quiet?
good.
My
It's like-
bad.
It was
Yeah.
very quiet.
Your whispering's quiet.
I was trying not to breathe into the mic. He just says in a very shaky, breathy voice. My time's running out. If any of you, any little shits want revenge, come find me. I'll be waiting. And then you just kind of see as his head kind of begins to stoop down. His eyes almost begin. it's almost like on camera you see his eyes begin to almost like glaze over, and the video just kind of ends.
Okay, so first off, who fucking knows how old this is? He could be dead. He could be a fucking skeleton.
Actually,
I would
you know what?
immediately start checking the file data on it.
I will
Try
add.
and see how long ago.
There is a data stamp, and it seems that this was taken, I would say, about maybe a week, 2 weeks ago.
Very recent.
Too recent. Still, he didn't look like he had a. Didn't look like there was a lot of fight left in him. Which I mean,
Raziel, would you like to make a medicine check for me? Crane can also make a medicine check.
okay, sure.
I will gladly.
Medicine, that's wisdom, right?
Medicine.
Yeah, that's for sure wisdom. Right,
That's what I
cool.
thought.
I got a 3.
Yeah, that man looks.
Fitting.
That man looks sick, Crane.
I got a
He
15.
looks fucked up.
I
might
have a
just die
plus 2.
soon.
I got a 13. So I got 15 total.
15. No, yeah. So, as you're looking at how this version of Crane looks, Raziel, it looks like his body is falling apart at almost a genetic level. His fundamental parts can't stay together. You're not entirely sure. You'll have to consult it with Dot Green probably, but
The bonds of his DNA are basically breaking, and he's
You're thinking
deteriorating
that-
at the cellular level.
and you think that it might even be it could be caused by the fact that he's been kind of genetically jumping from body to body so many times. It's just kind of like his DNA has become so warped and mutated.
So deteriorated,
it can't
and fucked up.
it can't replicate itself, and it's just starting to fall apart.
Yeah, the cells have reached their end, and they're finally starting to give out.
Good. He'll either die off soon, or maybe we'll get to this place. I don't even think if it's just a door. I'd say we blow up the door. Just let it be. Smooth it over. Keep on going. And I could just take pride in the fact knowing we buried that motherfucker.
Yes, but what if there is a way to combat the dragon in that bunker? He's been safe for a reason.
Why did you have to think of something logical?
That's my job, apparently.
Damn it.
I'm kind of the voice of reason in tactics most of the time, so
Yeah.
Sorry?
makes sense. No. You might be onto something. There could be something useful in there. It could never just be easy, can it?
no.
Okay. We'll keep this location marked. And once this whole ordeal is over, we can notify everybody. It'll take us about... Oh, rough guess. Might be about a week. 5 days to a week before we get there.
Shit, I put it too far away. My bad.
I was about to say, we're only moving like half a square a day.
I was zoomed out when I placed it, and I was like, shit, it's supposed to be closer to here.
Yeah.
I'd say about
Right there. Yeah.
About 3 days then. I'd say 3 days. 4 if we need to make some sort of emergency stop. 3 days at least.
Less if we are able to speed it up somehow.
We could.
We'll discuss that with Hammer later when we get out of TILDAS.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a later thing.
Yeah.
All right, I just I'll take the tablet and I'm gonna look over the rest of these files, see if I see anything interesting. Give me something to do. Well, like I said, you guys.
How handy are you?
I mean, I built this thing. He like taps on his sword.
Well,
I used to work on the vats and shit in the vault.
knowing the other cranes so far, you might enjoy what I'm working on right now, and I'll start telling them about the heavy machine gun emplacement with double barrels that I was I was making.
Double barrel LMG, HMG actually.
Yeah, I'm upgrading this bitch as much as possible into these things. So yeah, pretty much. Anyway,
An XL
I figure
machine
that would
gun.
be where we probably transition off as I'm showing show and tell.
Then we will move over to Maxon. You, as you kind of began to kind of take control over from the autopilot, you would see that the rendezvous point where you would be meeting the Elven contact would be coming into view. It seems to be a very large and tall petrified tree with a smooth top. And you see perched above it seems to be a ship made out of leaves and wood. They all seem to be grown into one solid shape. It seems to just be resting atop there.
Going to approach.
Okay. Do you just fly up and land up at this kind of makeshift landing zone that it is landed at? Cool. And yeah, as you come in and land, before you're able to like open your hatch or do anything, you see the leaves that seem to comprise the hatch of the elven ship just kind of pull back and reveal a cockpit and a pilot who steps out very slowly, steps down as the hatch closes itself as they step down, and they begin to walk from their craft to the middle point between your two vessels, and then just kind of stops for a moment after they get about halfway. I will say their pilot gear seems to also be somewhat organic in origin, though it does seem to just look very much just like a very standard flight suit. You see that it's made of plant fibers. The apparatus on pilot's chest seems to be made of wood and other plant materials, and their helmet is also fashioned from other floral materials.
So he has. So is he landed already?
Mm-hmm. The pilot had landed and was waiting for you to arrive. And once you had landed, they got out of their ship and walked up about halfway, and then stopped so as to not intrude and approach your ship too quickly.
I was sent by hammer.
Say that one more time.
I say he looks at the guy and he tells him, I was sent by Hammer. Are you the one I was supposed to talk to?
You see they unfasten a clip from underneath the helmet and They remove the helmet, and you see that it is an elven woman. And she smiles and she says, "Yes, I am the contact for." And she kind of giggles to herself. She goes, "Sergeant Hammer." I believe you have a letter for me?
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, what was I supposed to give her? So he tells me he already had the letter, but he just hands it to her and tells her, "Not sure what was so important."
She takes it, she unfolds it and kind of reads it. And after, it seems that she reads it over multiple times, she folds it up and tucks it back into her pilot's coat. Very interesting. Oh, this is good to know. I need to let them. I need to get back immediately. Thank you for delivering this message. I see another pilot in the skies. Don't have too many left. She kind of, as she says that, she's looking over your ship.
Yes, and yours is quite nice. He just kind of does the same with some of hers.
I will say, looking over at her ship, you see that the wings on the sides, it is almost like a fighter jet design, but the wings on the sides, they seem to be made of some kind of very sturdy leaf-like material that almost sways in the wind as it blows. You see the back, the engine seems to be almost look like flower petals with what looks like some kind of bioplasma generator in the back, bubbling but not releasing any propellant or anything, but just ready to.
He kind of realizes what he's looking at, and he's really shocked. Biomechanical engineering, correct?
Mm-hmm. Grew it myself. Just picked this one last night. Should have just enough sap to get me back home too. Yours, on the other hand, and she kind of puts her head along the nose of it, and she's just like, "This is nice. You don't see very many full metal craft nowadays. Most metal on Ermos is too heavy."
That's because this didn't come from Ermos.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
So, by curiosity, he asked her, "Have you ever been off-world before?"
Me? No. I fly the skies. I was born after the war, but not too long after. I think they called me, my generation, the last. Really grim if you think about it.
The same. I really wish you could. You'd be amazed what I've seen.
Well, you're traveling with Hammer, right? And once again, she kind of giggles to herself, saying that. If you're traveling with him, we will see each other again. I would love to hear more about your travels in space, though.
With that,
As she
kinda
begins,
he just like he does like the little 2-finger salute thing, and then just heads back.
she salutes him, and as you begin to take off, she just kind of shouts out, tell that stupid boy not to get himself killed. And she begins to make her way back. She doesn't immediately get back into her jet. You see she actually pushes it and begins to get it to roll a bit, and then quickly runs to the front and gets in and uses the momentum as it begins to fall off of this natural platform. And as it begins to fall through the air, you see the engine on the back ignite, and it just takes off in the direction of Sunflower City.
That bitch just push started a plane. Like an old clutch car. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
That,
Stall at the lights would be a bugger, wouldn't it?
Max had never believed that technology could become so advanced that it's basically organic.
No, yeah, I will say for the best description I can give, Maxon, that was a tree that was shaped like a fighter jet and somehow operated like a fighter jet too. There's not a single mechanical component on there. It was,
and that is amazing.
Enough sap to get her back, which is the fucking part.
Enough the fuel. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it feels like an anime. I showed something off, and I feel like now it's at the cutaway where it's like, these jets operate by. But no, yeah. So
I just want to add that. But a side note, character lore. Somebody that Max knew would have had they would have started freaking out, and he would not have let that girl leave until she told him exactly how it operated and how it was. Because something like that would definitely want to be reverse engineered. Because making a ship that can run off of something that nature provides straight from the source is one thing, but taking it directly from the trees is another.
So yeah, elven planes are grown like plants, and they're grown with just enough fuel to do whatever job they want. When they run out of fuel, they decompose. But when they have fuel, they are probably some of the best ships on Ermos to get around. They are fast, they are light, they can't carry very many people, but and they're
not affected by the electromagnetic field because they're organic.
Mm-hmm.
And
they also have organic solar cannons as well as bioplasma, like the rifles you guys bought.
No, you cannot call it solar cannons. They are called solar flares or solar beams.
What?
Come on, man. It's a plant. You're basically making Bulbasaur shoot a fucking Pokemon attack.
Yeah.
Solar beam.
And yeah, we will. Yeah.
Photosynthesis is how it recharges.
That shit started so serious. I was just like, okay, no, I have to hear where this is going.
Yeah.
I like solar beams
a new one, or
as
is
well.
this a joke?
I like solar beams. So yeah.
So solar beams makes a little bit more sense than solar cannons since it's organic.
Solar flare.
Most of their ground vehicles are living creatures, and most of their air support is plant life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I have. We can pick up next week for the final 2 sessions.
So, how'd you like that HMG that I thought of this session for extra firepower or whatever we're going against? We'll have to figure out the...
Okay, that sounds badass. Excuse me.
We'll have to figure out the stats for it later, though. If I can find like an HMG or something like that somebody's already built up, I can basically just use it as double anyway, because it's basically just a double version.
Crane's got a Kindle to entertain himself with.
He does.
Well, I was about to say, he's got a Kindle with like Black Ops CIA files and shit on it.
perfect person to like sort of give a shit.
That
Probably
actually
will
makes me think of a skit I saw the other day. Go ahead, Colton, finish your thing.
I was just say, yeah, just to see just sort of give a shit. We'll still probably write important notes and stuff. Like actually write down some files. Like, okay, we're gonna put this on paper. Just everything's going on paper for sure. But just that first message of, oh god, just seeing old man Crane. Oh, what is he gonna say?
And then him just being like, I don't even care, just come kill me.
Come and get
Just
me.
get it over with.
Like, just like, come and get me. And he's like slumps over, just like eyes nearly glazed. He's like, he got himself. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Spit on him?
Bro's body has deteriorated to a lead paint stare.
He's gonna turn it. He's about to be like that fucking scene in the Dark Crystal where that Skeksis just like turned into Dustin on himself.
Yeah. Now, the skit that when you said that started to say what was on the iPad, it made me think of a skit where this dude it showed him installing GTA 6, and it shows it hit 100%, and the instant he did, you hear these bells in the distance, and rapture happens, and the dude gets taken away before he can play the game, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
Oh my god,
It's
that's
so long.
We got the rapture before GTA 6.
just made me chuckle.
We've had like 5 of them. They'll give up eventually.
Photosynthesis.
Oh yeah, dude, for real. Like, he's crazy about to crumble to dust, and he's still over here like looking for smoke.
Come and get me, you little shits. Dude, I really don't. After all of this, I really don't want to. Like, come on, man, don't make me bully Grandpa.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, but what Maxon just witnessed right now is Lady are going to give him more motivation to come back to Hermosa.
Hell yeah.
Because imagine you have a planet that's screwed up, and then this huge entire other race comes back and says, "Hey, we will fix your planet in exchange for knowing how to make these."
No, yeah, it would be a very, very good cultural exchange, I feel like.
Reese Crane really looking like 3 frames before the end of this GIF.
Fucking.
Yeah.
God, get me!
Thinking about it now, maybe I shouldn't have watched that movie when I was a young, impressionable child.
Young lad.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg, man, he was like, how can I affect children by seeing a man decay before their eyes? Yeah, there it is. I'll have him decay before their eyes.
I'll have
No, yeah, for real.
Melt in front of them.
How did he just go? For the end of my movie, have you ever put ice cream in a microwave?
My guy was doing abstract experiments like that, and that's how he got the idea. He put a fucking bowl of ice cream in the microwave and then left it for too long.
Yeah, they do stuff like that all the time. Like, I kind of feel bad for some of the people that have to work in like the art department because they get exposed to some pretty messed up stuff. A lot of the time when they're making horror games, a lot of the art department has to look at like actual real photos of like car crash victims and stuff. It's terrifying.
Yeah.